Bars made this.
Sinner.
Purchase your tracks today.
Rumble, YouTube family, what's good? What's happening? Welcome to Ironwork 92,000 on a Sunday. I don't have anything special on Sunday, but when we do get together on Sunday, we make stuff happen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you guys. I did come in and greet the Foundry. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? If you're new in here, please make yourself known. I would like to greet you exclusive to everyone else. I'd like to kind of set you apart and welcome you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight at such short notice. I didn't know I was going to produce anything, but wanted to address a couple of things that I felt were necessary to discuss on a Sunday, and I'm probably going to talk about on a Tuesday as well. Old me no more. Doesn't look familiar, but it's good to see you. Welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome. It's good to have you in here. Welcome. Sit back, relax. Mikasa, Sukasa, same with you. Glenn Salk. Glenn Salk. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Mikasa, Sukasa. Enjoy yourself. To anything free in the digital fridge. It's free to you, right? But just make sure you're behaving yourself because these guys will eat you alive. They're not playing. The Foundry could be a dangerous place if you're not behaving yourself. So make sure you behave. You want to make sure that you're having. You understand? Behave. What else is there to be if you're not being behave? Misbehave or Mr. Behave. So you're not misbehaving. That's me with my dad jokes. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while I be on a run with the dad jokes and stuff. So it's good to have you guys in here as I scratch the hell out of my big old nose and all that good stuff. So earlier today, I don't know if you guys were tuned in, but we had our brother Mikey Smith horizontally opposed. We had him earlier today doing his thing, showing much of what he's going to be capturing and then some here in the next few weeks. And I find the stuff totally super surprising. Break channel. Give me 1 second. I find it fascinating. I said surprising, didn't I? I meant fascinating. I find this stuff absolutely fascinating. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, I think we're on to something. What that something is, I don't know. So I'm talking about this because one of the things I wanted to address was our good sister ABC, who is on her way to 1,000 subs. ABC, make sure to tune in to ABC. Who do I mean? Because we don't see ABC in here, but yes, we do. Angela Baby Carson. And where there's Angela Baby Carson, there's Sean Alki. And where there's Sean Alki, there is Angela Baby Carson. So welcome our two, Jack and Jill, our brother and sister, Angela Baby Carson and Sean Alki. She's in here somewhere. But Angela Baby Carson, I know you had asked me that question that we hear all the time. What does what we see in the firmament have to do with the ground that we walk on? You're right. Or what does what we see in the sky have to do with the ground that we walk on? We hear about it all the time, right? And I agree. It really right now we think it has nothing, right? It doesn't make the ground curve. We get it. It doesn't make the ground flat because the ground is flat, right? We get that part. But if we see something strange with the sky, why don't we discuss it? Is there a relationship between the sky and the ground? We don't know. We don't know unless we test it. We don't know unless we look. And we're looking because it's strange, right? And not only is it strange, but it's also accessible. Antarctica isn't really accessible to everybody like that, but the sky is always accessible. Now, versions of the sky might be a little bit different. Where I'm at, right over on the northeast coast, might be a little bit more watered down than traditionally what some of us might be used to. What I mean by that is if you live in a place like Colorado, way up in the mountains, if you live in a place like Arizona, New Mexico, some spots in Texas, and some spots in Nevada, your sky and its composition might be a little bit different than the sky that I'm used to here in like the mountainous areas in Virginia. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that makes a little bit of sense. And so, why I'm saying that is because the way we've been viewing our sky, or the way in which we think we've been capturing the sky in order to display these heavenly bodies, I sincerely thought that what we were seeing, as far as the stars and the moon and everything, is what it is, that what you see is what you get. I didn't consider the moisture in the atmosphere. I thought that these stars, the Siriuses or the not so Siriuses, get it, the Siriuses and the like, that's what they look like, those balls in the sky that, like, kind of have that movement to them, that movement like they're covered in water. Well, they are covered in water. It's the atmosphere, right? That's just what they look like. Why they look like that, I don't know. And I was kind of going along with the whole, they're trapped in water. Now, is that true? I guess you could say technically to some degree, or at least it appears that way because of the atmosphere that we're given, right? Based off of where we are. Now, this is where it gets fun and it gets interesting. And why I say it gets fun is because it is fun. It is fun. You know, you're not stupid. It's stupid. It's not fun. You're fun. Whatever, man. But it is fun that I have a like sincere smile on my face because the stuff that we're seeing, like I have never seen it anywhere else. The stuff that Mikey's getting, like, shout out to Mikey Smith, horizontally opposed, in his channel. He's doing some serious yeoman's work, and we're gonna be asking him to do more stuff. I'm sure. I know I am, right? Because maybe we don't have access to the sky the way he does, right? Or maybe we're just so busy and overwhelmed with our day-to-day life that we don't do it like he does or the way he does it. It's kind of like, I guess, making an omelet, right? Um, my omelet and your omelet and his omelet taste, or that person's omelet, all taste the same. But I guess Mikey's omelet tastes a certain way in which only Mikey can make that omelet like that. Well, whatever. Maybe I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. Let me shut the hell up so I could bring to you guys this stuff right here. And I know earlier Flat Sword was talking about, people being professional and not so professional with how they present their information and stuff that might be a little bit extra, and being late with the information because they have to bring it up on the screen and share it and everything. And he was talking about scientist Bob, or Bob the scientist, right? Well, I'm a little bit the same way. I be late with presenting stuff, and so I could be a little bit unprofessional. I get it. And of course, he's unprofessional with his objects that he is there to present, and it takes a long time, and it takes like forever. You understand? You know what I'm saying? So here, all right. So this is not forever. This is right now. Right here is that picture. If you're not sure and you're not familiar, our buddy Palkis comes in from time to time. I believe Palkis is living in Spain, I believe. And Palkis, if you're here tonight, it would be great if you joined us. But Palkis sent me this picture, right? And this is of the star Sirius. This is what he took with his butt naked camera. Now, why is that important? I brought this onto PJ Crookshank's channel as well. If you're not familiar with PJ Crookshank, you should subscribe to him too. So there are a couple of them. There's ABC, Angela Baby Carson, right? And then there's PJ Crookshank, and then there's Mike Smith, horizontally opposed. So PJ's channel, I brought this on there. And when I gave this to him, like I didn't consider it, I didn't think about it, but what I did was I zoomed in. And when I zoomed in, this is what I noticed. This right here. This is serious, right? And then this right here is not so serious, or at least something close to serious. So I noticed it and I was like, "Oh, maybe it's just a smudge on my computer, but it's not. This is just that, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, snap. Oh, dip." Now, this is crazy because this is also what I noticed on what Mikey had captured, except Mikey got the full shebang, right? Mikey had gotten the cone attached to this thing in some of his pictures, and then another cone in opposition, right? Running like 180 degrees out, basically equidistant to this thing, just in the opposite direction, right? And I don't remember, I don't recall if there was another little dot or another little faint dot at terminating at the end of that other cone. But I thought this was pretty crazy and pretty wild. And why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? Is it an aberration? I don't know. Could it be I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, right? I don't know, but this is another thing that I noticed is that there were other things faint in the sky as well. I don't know if they were clouds. I don't know if they were stars. I don't know what they were, but I do know that Palkis took this with his butt naked camera, right? The type of camera he used, I don't know. The type of this and that he used, I don't know. Now, that's one picture. And I'm going to stop sharing this right here. Boom. And if you guys saw it, let me know. Okay. I know there are new guys in here. I would like to greet you before I continue. Geo, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you. Geocentric is in the house. Jeff Gashead also in the house. Welcome, brother. It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Flat Earth Reconnaissance. What's going on, Sam? It's good to see you, brother. Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, man. Pebbles is in the house. It's good to see you, sis. Welcome, Pebbles. Where there's Pebbles, of course, there's Howard. Howard's around here somewhere. Porter, where you at, bro? Porter's around here somewhere, his left-handed self. He's probably working. And Roger Ledwell, I saw you too. Shout out to Roger Ledwell. I saw you earlier, and I promised to give you a shout out. Roger's working right now, so Roger can't do much of anything. You right now, not for us, because he's out there doing work. He's working. You know what I'm saying? Carol Herring, True Seeker, welcome, sis. It's good to see you. And a lot of you guys are probably flowing in from Vika's channel. Shout out to Vika Drazif and the chat, Gene and them. It's good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's truly a blessing to have you guys in the Foundry. Welcome. I love having you guys here. I don't have Rumble on the laptop. I think that's where I play with Iron. Yeah, I got you. And for you guys that aren't seeing me right now from Rumble and you're on YouTube, not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. It's good to have you guys. Serious business. Welcome, brother. It's good to have you. And Sandro's in the house. Welcome, Sandro, my Italian brother. It's good to see you, Sandro. And serious business. It's good to see you. Yo, so there's a lot of serious business going on. I'm about to get back onto topic here in a second. Forgive me. So we see you guys. DJ New Moon, what's going on, family? It's good to see you. I see you. I see you. It's like an episode of Romper Room right now. So I see you guys. I truly see you guys. I love you guys. You guys are great. You guys are amazing and awesome. Hey, look at that. The True Fuse in the house. Welcome, brother. It's good to see you, man. Warrior, as usual, is in the house at least this time. Oh, look at, oh my goodness. Vika is in the house. Welcome, Vika. Vika's in the house, y'all. All right. It's always a pleasure to see Vika. Vika Drazif is in the house, the creator of the Mechanical Realm. If you guys haven't seen it, it's going to become very relevant here quite soon because we are putting some awesome stuff in relation to the Mechanical Realm here soon. Awesome. Vika's in the house, y'all. Vika Drazif, yes. So, man, it's starting to get tight up in here. It is getting tight. It's good to see you guys. It's always a pleasure. And Palkus is here. Yeah. Because I was just displaying what Palkus had taken a picture of. And shout out to you, Palkus, for doing that. I don't know, Palkus, if you could let the chat know what it is you used. I don't know if it was your camera. I don't know what type of camera that you use, or what type of cell phone and the type of camera that that cell phone has that you use to take a picture of that star. If I'm not mistaken, that star was serious, right? That star was serious, and that star wasn't joking. I kill myself, boy. I kill myself. Undoctrinated, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man. What's good, brother? It's good to see you. Right? And so I think it was serious, if I'm not mistaken. And you sent that to me in the Sarah G. What's going on, sister? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Nate X is in the house. Sarah G, Nate X, welcome, welcome, family. Welcome to the Foundry. Welcome. Make yourselves at home. So yeah, it was serious and nothing out of the ordinary, right? And like I said again, and I know I'm repeating myself, but that was a naked star. Now, or that was a naked picture that he took. There was no binoculars or nothing like that. That was just the picture that he took with his cell phone. At least I'm going to assume it was his cell phone. I don't know what kind of camera equipment that he used, if he used the camera equipment. Jeff Gasheads, good to see you. Good to see you. Flat Earth Recon, yup. No. Okay, Vlad, no. No, no. No, no. So then what did you use? I used binoculars. Okay, so you did use binoculars. Thank you for correcting me. I used binoculars. Okay. So, okay, thank you for correcting me. You did use binoculars. Yes. Uh Health coach Jason, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man. So Palkis did use binoculars. That's my mistake. I thought you didn't use binoculars. He used binoculars, y'all. So Vlad, I used binoculars, of course. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for correcting that. It's good to see you, health coach Jason. Welcome, brother. Welcome. And okay, too much humidity for the binoculars, possibly at that time. I don't know. But now that we're seeing how Mikey's getting his stuff, it looks like this is duplicatable. Duplicatable? Duplicatable. Duplicatable. Oh, what's this? It appears we have a guest, eh? Let's see if you guys can kind of pinpoint who we have. Now, he has an accent. Actually, he always has an accent. And he appears. He's got his own channel. Awesome dude. And when he's on here, he brings it. He brings it heavy. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't know who it is, well, shoot, you better recognize. Welcome to the stage, everybody. Come on down, Sam. Welcome, Sam.
Making me laugh with the music behind. You should make like some kind of the love boat, like kind of introduction.
You know. Welcome, Sam. It's good to see you.
Making me laugh, and I'm dead tired, man. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Not too much, man. Not too much. We're here, man.
Well, I got some material tonight, my boy.
Okay.
I got some. Oh yes, I just came out from the other stream there from Vika. Always interesting, Vika stream is like great here.
Yes. And then we got Mikey Smith. We got Gio
Yeah.
in the house.
Yeah, Gio. So I was
quick.
I was going to show you the video I just made, from my screen
Yeah.
of Gio showing, pictures of the stars that he took out of his P1000 or P900, I don't know, and it confirms, the shape of the stars that Mikey did, with a much better resolution. If you want to share, it's like 1 minute. I show you. I made the video. You're gonna see it's great. It's great.
Yes.
Because Gio doesn't even know that Mike's work. So let me just show you 1 second.
Okay.
One second. So I find in my shit there.
All right. So before you guys continue, let me greet you guys first. Gio, brother, it is good to see you. It's been a while. Welcome.
Thank you, bro. Hope you're doing good, brother.
Man, look, we are here. We are excited, and we don't even know what tomorrow's going to look like, but we're just excited about it. You understand what I'm saying? Mikey Smith, as usual, welcome, brother. It is good to see you. The trolls,
Holy
they are
shit.
here, and the powers of the
Oh
trolls
my
is
God.
strong. You understand?
That's Brenda. That Brenda.
Brenda.
Man,
Yeah.
you're no good. You're no good. You're no good, Brenda. You're no good. You know. So it's good to see you guys. And oh, hold on, man, we starting to fill it up quick, boy. This is like the heavy hitters are coming out tonight. RG, the artist, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Good to see you too, man. It looks like we're bouncing around room to room, man. We got Gio, man. I just seen him and Sam. What's good, man?
Hell yeah.
And Mr. Mikey, I'm gonna send that money order over to you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know that we better not even. I already messed it up by busting the seal by mentioning the name, but you know how it is, man. There's one person that we don't want to mention. Oh, and then that's it. It's like cow. When you mention the devil appears. You
Oh
understand?
shit.
Y'all know who it is I'm talking about, man. And I don't look. All right,
Man, I feel like
okay.
I feel like
hold
we're
on.
playing a game of Bloody Mary, brother.
Chat. A 1 if
Oh
you
my
want
God.
Brenda on here, because Brenda is in the back. 2 if you do not want Brenda on here. 1 if you want Brenda. 1. 2 if you do not want Brenda. We're gonna leave it to the chat. I'm not gonna decide. I'm not gonna decide. That's like,
I
Put up a
need.
poll, man.
oh my God. CZLD. If CZLD put up any more 2s, seriously.
Oh
Well,
my God.
I tell you, I need Brenda today because I'm very, I'm like, I have to take a lot of frustrations out of me. I need
Oh.
Brenda. I need Brenda. I have a
Yo,
lot of frustration since like I was 3 years old. I'm just keeping all that in me. I need Brenda. Brenda.
you've got a million 2s, but you
Oh
have
shit.
from time to time you get a 1. You get a 1, but you've got a resounding amount of 2s.
I want to straight something out with Brenda because last time she came on your show and she kind of like judged my friend Mikey, saying that he's some kind of dysfunctionment or whatever. So I just want to tell Brenda because she's listening or he's listening.
Okay.
So first of all, I tell you something, Brenda. If you believe that my friend has some kind of like a problem, like a disease or something, well, imagine that despite his disease, he managed, to take all these pictures, these wonderful pictures. That's one thing. Now, if I understand correctly, Brenda, you're not a woman, you're a man, right? That believes he's a woman. I don't know, you're transgender or something. So to my eyes, you're much more fucked up than him. So imagine what you could do with a pair of binoculars. Okay, that's my answer. Not just come in and because I don't like people to come in and just like tell my friends that like they have some kind of a defect. Who are you to judge? Look at you. So come in, Brenda. Just talk to me.
That's a very good,
That's a
nice,
good
solid
point.
introduction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Brenda, disclaimer, family. The 2s win, hands down. However, this is a special time, okay? Sam, Flat Earth Recon, went ahead and he laid the groundwork right now. This is in conjunction with everything that we're looking at and everything else. So let's bring on Brenda. Guys, I understand. I know the 2s won. I get the 2s won. I get it. But Sam laid the groundwork. Let's give it a chance. Brenda, listen. Brenda, listen. You gotta play nice. If you don't play nice, you already know what's going to happen. Please play nice. Okay?
Right. Can I ask
What's up,
something?
Gio? What's up?
Can we get a less than 5 minute time limit for Brenda so I can show my videos?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, Brenda,
Mr.
you got
Buddy down
5
here.
minutes. Don't come in here. Please don't come in here starting, please.
Gio, I made a short video of what you did. I made like a capture screen. It's like 1 minute. It shows the good pictures. I can just show it to you.
Got a lot of explanation to you, and I want to hear his side too, also.
Okay, all right, Brenda, if you're willing, look, please, just please, okay? You got 5 minutes, and guys, confirm it is 8:23 East Coast. It is 23 minutes right now. Once it hits 28, Brenda, you're gone. Now, Brenda, Floor. You got the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I
Welcome.
want
Welcome.
is a 1v1 with other
Brenda,
with
you,
flat
you don't sound,
earthers.
Brenda, your
That's
audio
my
is not
goal.
good. Brenda, your audio is not
I
good.
can't help it.
Your audio is like
Your
it
audio
sounds
is
like
not
you're
good.
muffled.
Yeah.
Do you want
you're
me to
muffled.
drop and rejoin?
Yes. Drop, rejoin when you. We'll reset. We'll reset when your stuff is good. Okay. We're being fair. We are being fair. So we're not discriminating. None of that. We're trying to be nice. We're trying to be fair. Sam, thank you for that. Because I shouldn't have found those words that way.
Well, we have to put them back in place sometimes because it's not fair. Like, the way she came and she just tried to, say things about my, Mike. I didn't, take that good. You can share the video, but meanwhile, by the time she comes back, he comes back. Check it out. This is what Gio, filmed out of his, the plane. And look at the shape of the stars. It's the same shape than in, but it's a lesser resolution. Check it out.
All right. Okay. Brenda, we're letting you back on, and the time is it's 25 minutes. So go ahead. Go ahead, Brenda.
So
welcome.
how's the audio now? How is the audio?
It's better, but you still sound muffled.
Yeah.
It's my iPhone. My
sound
phone.
good. You sound good. Okay, you sound good.
Okay. So all I really want is 1v1 with flat earthers. And you are pretty outspoken, Vlad, and that's I don't necessarily want to disrupt this particular stream. What I want is sometime for a 1v1. I've had 1v1s with other flat earthers, and I want a chance to counter the things that you say, right? Because you claim to be truth seekers. But it's kind of weird for truth seekers that don't seek the truth, and you just say things. That's what you do, Flat. Is you say it's flat, but you never offer any reasons for why it would be flat.
Okay,
right?
I got you.
And I can counter those, and that's what I'm.
So do you, Brenda? Do you mean that?
Let Brenda finish. Let Brenda finish.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. That's what I'm doing here.
Brenda, okay, Brenda, the voice again, the audio again, Brenda. Like we're having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, that's because you have me blocked on my PC where I have the good microphone.
Brenda, you sound like you think. It's not good.
Yeah, you have me blocked, Vlad.
I don't have you blocked on a PC.
Yeah, yes, you do. When I go to my PC instead of the phone, and I click on this exact same link, it says I'm blocked.
Oh, on my StreamYard, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably true. Because whatever you were on I banished you on that one. Yes.
Yeah. And that's where my good microphone is. And this is a crappy microphone on my phone.
Okay. Pretty sure you had a good reason too.
I don't think so. I think that you run away. You run away.
You got 3 minutes, Brenda. Please use your time. You got 3 minutes. I don't want you to waste your time.
Yeah, and the reason I was repeatedly joining yesterday was because of the terrible things you were saying about Globers. You know, making accusations about Globers.
I absolutely was.
Yeah,
I
so
absolutely was.
You pissed me off, and those accusations are lies.
They're not
right?
lies.
And yes, they are. Okay. You can just say they're not lies. That doesn't mean anything, Vlad.
Okay. So they mean something when you say it.
No, I can back things up. You can't.
Okay.
You just say things. And
You're
then
right.
And then when you get challenged,
2 minutes, Brenda.
You kick me.
You're right.
This is what people who are not interested in the truth do. If they don't engage, they kick and mute people because they say things that hurt their fifis. You get your fifis hurt because you can't prove that the Earth is flat. Right? The final experiment debunked the entire flat Earth. You have nothing anymore. You have nothing anymore.
Brenda, you're right. Brenda.
Yeah. Yes, you can play your little passive. Right. Don't be passive aggressive. Don't be passive aggressive.
I said you were right.
Yes, you're being passive aggressive, and you know it.
No, Brenda, you should make a video of this. Explain us. Please explain us.
Yeah.
We in the dark. Take us out of the dark, please.
Yeah.
Make a video.
Show us why we're wrong. Like you already know it. And Brenda, here's the thing. we've caught on to the BS, and what I mean by that
No, you
is we're
haven't.
not.
You just say
No,
these
Brenda.
words.
Okay,
You haven't.
you're right.
You can't
Brenda,
prove it.
you've got a minute. You've got a minute.
Yeah, you say you've caught on to the BS, but that's just words. They're empty words,
You're right.
Hey,
right?
So
Vlad,
You
go
have
ahead.
nothing.
can you count down the last 10 seconds?
I have
Okay.
one question for Vlad. One question. Do you think that Mikey was able to take the temperature of the sun?
No.
The temperature of the sun. I
I
don't
When
just
he
think I've
pointed the thermometer at the sun, do you think he could take the temperature of the sun?
No.
That's what you said, Mikey.
I took it
You
off.
said you were taking the temperature of the sun.
I was repeating what a friend said to me next door to me at the time, and I have deleted that video since because I think that video is bullshit, and you heard it from me first.
Okay, well, he explained himself, Brenda.
It
Is there
doesn't mean it's a ball.
because you've got 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Adios.
Hey,
Over.
run away.
Avita Zane. Good night. All
Oh,
right,
man,
y'all.
when you say just 1 more minute, 2 more minutes, it's relative because imagine to stay stuck with your finger caught in the truck's door for like 1 minute. It's a long
Oh
fucking time.
God. Oh my God. You're just
It's a
waiting
long
for something.
time. Oh
It
man.
is. But you know what? We wanted to be fair. We wanted to be fair. We gave Brenda
Given
her
time,
time.
given time, yeah.
Yeah, we gave Brenda her time, and that's the thing is each time Brenda comes here, I'm torn, right? Because I don't want to I don't like mistreating people. I really don't, right? But at the same time, it's like, man, we have a show to do. We have information that needs to come out to the people,
Yeah.
right?
Can I give an introduction about the stars that I filmed?
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Before you go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
Just share the
Um,
screen to TikTok.
what I wanted to do,
video. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, what I wanted to do was I wanted to show a video that I saw today that I thought was really interesting. That's basically related to what it is you guys have captured. Okay, I haven't captured anything. You guys are doing all the yeoman's work. You
Yeah,
understand?
what you
And-
showed right there is specifically why I came in,
Okay.
because I haven't shown you this, if I'm not mistaken, but it
Mhm.
was a flight that I took from Aruba to Colombia, and it was a
Okay.
night flight. And I encourage everyone to take a night flight, and see how less of stars you see in the skies.
Yeah, I can explain that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's you. There's a simple analogy. Let's say you're standing 10 miles, 7 miles away from the forest, and you're seeing like 1,000 trees,
Mhm.
and you move 8 miles closer, and you see like 10 from what you can see, right? That's it. So the stars
Well, and
are local and way closer.
you're looking sideways at them.
Yeah. Also, but
Not
you
this way, but this way.
correct. But you see way less. That's what I'm talking about. You see way less. It's like you're coming closer to them because they are closer.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? And I mind you, I'm sitting in the chair, and there's the window next to me, and the P900 is like this big. It's like this big, and when you zoom out, it's like this big. So I'm crooked, and I'm filming on the window, and I have the cameras flush to the screen of the glass of the window, and it's shaking. Okay, it's shaking. So if you want to say that the shapes of the stars that I filmed is part of the cracks in because there's two layers of plexiglass and there's one layer of thick glass. If you want to say that the stars are being manipulated by the cracks of the plexiglass, that's not true, because I'm shaking my camera all over the glass, but the shape of the star stays the same.
Mhm.
Right? So I thought about everything, bro, and I didn't even realize this. I filmed this like 2 years, like in 2018 or 2019, and I think by 2021 I reviewed these videos, and I'm like, this shit is not good. This makes no sense.
Right.
And yeah, here we go.
And so that's interesting, man. That is interesting. You got that footage, what, 6 years ago or so?
I'll show you right here, man. I don't know if I can share my screen.
Give me Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Sam.
that gives a credibility to to Mike. It's a very important video because
Oh yeah.
it just
Ye-
it's very important for Mike.
Yes, what I want to do is I need to go on a break. I want to play this just to kind of get I
Sure,
want to
bro.
get the juices flowing. Let me play this real quick. I want to get to that. I want to get the juices flowing because we're gonna talk about all that. It's gonna be a big old gumbo of craziness. You
Let's go.
understand?
Let's go, bro.
Let's see. Boom. Boom. It is right here. And this is from Video Advice. Shout out to the Video Advice channel. I guess you guys could sub to it. What I'm going to do is as we're watching this, I'm going to give this to everybody in the foundry right here. Boom. There it is. You can watch it also yourself too and play. It
I
is.
went up the wall and there was like 8 inches of air under my heels. And I was up the wall and I was like, whoa. And I came back down. It freaked me out. And I was so freaked out. I went to a priest. I said, is this guy demonic or something? Because he's lifting me off the wall.
Sometimes the most mind-bending stories come from the most unexpected places. When Mel Gibson sat down with Joe Rogan, nobody could have predicted the bombshell he was about to drop. Let me take you back to that moment when Mel Gibson started describing his encounter with the mysterious Qigong master.
I used to have a Qigong master. This is what kind of blows my mind about medicine and about ancient stuff. This guy is from Shanghai. He didn't speak much English, right? A little bit. His wife would translate for him. And he'd come in and he could like point at you, right? From this far away and you'd feel it. But like feel it like as palpable as someone pushing you around. It's like, ugh, ugh.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not kidding.
This master, who we now know was John Chang, is the last known master of the Mopai tradition, an ancient Chinese practice that dates back thousands of years. We're talking about a lineage that's been kept secret, passed down from master to student, generation after generation. Chang became famous after appearing in a documentary called Ring of Fire, where he demonstrated abilities that left scientists scratching their heads.
For our sound recordings, it was also a shocker. Dr. Roger doesn't know what to expect.
Now, what's truly mind-blowing is what happened when Mel Gibson actually met this mysterious Qi master. According to Gibson's account on Rogan, he was experiencing severe back pain at the time. When he entered the room, he found this unassuming elderly man sitting there quietly. What happened next defies conventional explanation. The Qi master didn't touch Gibson at all. He simply held his hands about 3 feet away from Mel's body, without any physical contact. He could not only push Mel, but even lift him from the ground. What you are about to see defies everything you thought you knew about the limits of human ability.
He could like point at you, right? From this far away and you'd feel it. But like feel it like as palpable as someone pushing you around. It's like, ugh, ugh.
Really?
Yeah. It was really weird. He one time he was working on me and he was working on my liver. He said, your liver's blocked, because he looks at you. And if you look at him, he looks away. And his wife engages you while he checks you out. And then he gives you a little body map and he puts X's all over it. And you go, yeah, that's right. I got a pain here and a thing there. And, he knows where everything is. He knows exactly what's going on.
Did you ask him what is he seeing your aura? Like, what is he seeing?
Everything. He sees everything. He was an allopathic doctor first. He went to medical school. He could write your prescription. He could do all that stuff. He was a doctor. And
He said allopathic doctor, guys. He didn't say he was an alpaca. So he's not an animal. He's actually a doctor in allopathy, whatever that is. But let's continue.
And then he saw a Qigong master, this old guy, and people were lining up getting cured. And he thought, that's really interesting. And he learned that on top of being an allopathic doctor. So
this aligns perfectly with what we know about John Chang's abilities from the only documented footage of him in Ring of Fire. Chang was known to manipulate bioelectromagnetic energy, or Qi, to such a degree that he could light newspaper on fire from a distance and conduct electricity through his body without harm. Take a look.
He then took our newspaper outside and showed us how Qi can also be used to set things on fire. When he heard we'd shown this footage in public, he was very upset.
Okay, so you guys are seeing this guy right here, right? Do what he's doing. I'm sure some of us might have seen this video in the past. I've seen this before, but I've
Yeah, I've
seen this
seen it
before
before.
I became. And okay, so you've seen it too. I wish Frank Monday was here because Frank could probably speak about something like this quite intimately. I'd seen
It's a
this.
badass video for sure.
It
Badass
is.
video.
It is. Now, this guy is using his body's energy, the chi coming that he's generated within himself to cause this piece of paper, newspaper, to go ahead and burst into flames. And I'm going to talk further about this and why it's important, but keep this visual in your minds, guys. Let's continue.
And refused all our future efforts to contact him again.
The ancient practice behind these abilities is called Mo Pai, a secretive Taoist tradition that dates back thousands of years. Unlike other,
And that's Mo Pai. It doesn't mean more pastries or more like good tastiness or anything. That's just the Chinese name, not like more apple pie or anything. Let's continue.
martial arts or Qi cultivation methods, Mo Pai practitioners focus on developing something called Yin Qi, the receptive, cooling energy, before working with Yang Qi, the projective, heating force. This reverse approach is what supposedly allows for these extraordinary abilities. Chang's techniques were rarely shared outside his inner.
Now, this right here, I want us to like keep this in mind. This yin yang craziness right here. Keep it in mind. Let's continue.
Ordinary abilities. Chang's techniques were rarely shared outside his inner circle, but we know that the training involved intense meditation, breathing exercises, and something called small universe circulation, directing energy through specific pathways in the body. The process typically took decades of dedicated practice, with many practitioners never making it past the initial stages.
First, you learn to distinguish between yin and yang qi in your body. Then how to pool it in your navel chakra. Then how to project it, he says. And it's the proportionate mixture between yin and yang which accounts for different effects, like pulling or pushing objects or igniting them. Then he gets really strange. He says that mastering yin qi is the key to the spirit world.
What makes Gibson's experience so compelling?
Did you just hear what he said? Did you just hear? Let me
Man,
rewind that part. Let me
I
rewind that
would
part.
love to learn.
Hold,
Go ahead.
let me rewind that part one more time. I think this is like, listen, just listen real quick.
Then he gets really strange. He says that mastering yin qi is the key to the spirit world.
What makes
I'm going to rewind it one more time.
Or pushing objects or igniting them. Then he gets really strange. He says that mastering yin qi is the key to the spirit world.
What,
guys, why is that such a big deal? At least in my mind, right? And listen, like I said, the moon is something weird, absolutely strange. We're still trying to figure it out. But that right there is so key. Yin Qi.
Yeah, I think
it says Carol Harrington. Carol Herring, excuse me. Sorry, sis. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think it's important because we're intertwined with it. The physical and metaphysical are all right here, right now. So to access that, I would love to learn that practice, man. But I don't think I'm capable of doing it. But yeah, it's important because we are intertwined. I think it's a soup down here, you know. Different dimensions, kind of thing. Right.
Anybody? What are you guys taking away so far from this video?
Well, you know what you're explaining now through some kind of a science. Here in Jerusalem, we have many stories of people, you know, that were able not too long ago, like a couple of generations ago, in doing things that you have no idea. For example, there was that guy there, you know, in an Arab guy, not a Jew, you know, in Iraq, that could just like, you know, put his hand like this next to the, you know, close to the earth, and he could grow like, you know, whatever, you know, vegetable you wanted. It just grows it. It is known. It's a known. So it's not like, you know, like, you know, like legend. It's a known thing. Like this was like the last century or something. But there is
Really?
many stories that you have no idea of, like, things that what we called in Hebrew also the kfitzat haderer in Hebrew, which means that you can travel, by foot much faster than normal. Like, for example, you can go from one point to another, like 2 miles, 3 miles in a few seconds. This is known. This is very known. There's a lot of those are techniques also. This is maybe also science, but there are lots of weird stuff that we put into the religion. We like put it into mysticism, but it's actually, I believe, science. Ways to do things.
Mm.
Right.
We don't know. We lost all
Huh.
that knowledge, because of the technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and
I also take it
I'm
that we are
glad that I
much more
got you.
powerful than we think. Sorry,
Right, and
guys.
I'm glad that I have you here, Sam, for that perspective, because that I never heard of anything like
Yeah,
that.
you
I've
cannot
never.
hear of this, and this
I've
is only
right,
in Israel. You can, in the religious circles, you can hear that. For
right.
example, something also, I can just put that in next to the I believe next to the old city, next to the the Western Wall. There was a place, like, that I believe the army just closed it because people used to go there and come die, and always we used to take them out and dead. And there was one guy at one point that went there and that came back alive. So he said that he saw people there, like, learning and everything, and he said, well, I wanted to be with them. He said, like, it was great. And 2 days later he died, and actually maybe he went back there. But there's a
Wow.
lot of stories there, among the Arabs also, a lot of stories among the Jews, like true stuff. Not there's no point in lying, but these things. So
Hmm.
there is a what we call religion. Sometimes it might just like be a some kind of a close, for hiding science, like an ancient science.
Yes. And for those
Hmm.
that flat out ignore it, they don't understand an aspect. And I kind of agree with you. When people flat out ignore religion, they don't understand an aspect as to how it is we should be living. They're totally ignoring. They're
Well,
completely ignoring an aspect as to how we should possibly be
the
living, I
thing
believe.
I believe that kind of knowledge has to come with maturity. And as the world progressed with technology and modernism, people are less and less mature. They're more like, they're not responsible.
Right.
So it's that power has to be taken away from them,
Mm.
because imagine what would people do if they could do things like this. They would just, like, just kill, steal,
Hey,
rape,
Sam.
whatever.
Yeah. To piggyback off Sam, there's something called bilocation. You guys ever heard of that bilocation?
I've heard of this. I don't
No.
fully understand it, but I have heard of it. Yes.
What is this?
Okay, it's more to prove that these things exist instead of just metaphysical or you know ancient practices like this. This is nowadays they're doing studies on bilocation, so you can be in two places at once, like your whole body, right? You have your light body and this body. That's how they astral travel. Something called
Yeah,
bilocation, but that's pretty
I,
cool.
at one point I've done that experience. I didn't know what it was, and a friend of mine told me, "Oh, be careful! You're playing the dead one." That means that at one point I remember, like a few years ago, when I was very very tired, very exhausted. Then I was like half sleeping like this, and I could just like see myself in some kind of a dream, but like a like a dream where you wake up you're not like you're awake. And I could find myself into like subways in Japan and stuff like this. So it's not, I don't believe that I was dreaming, because I was well, I was there actually, but I was not in those places. So I believe there is a way that to do this. And I stopped when people told me, just be careful, because it's possible to do this, but what you're doing is like it's very dangerous, because it's like the soul is coming out of the body, but sometimes it's possible that it cannot come back to the body, and the body shuts down and then you die. So I say, okay, so I'm just going to stop, because it happened to me a couple of times, 2 3 times like this.
Wow.
But it's but
The movie.
yeah, I don't know how it works. That doesn't impress me, doesn't scare me. But at one point I said, okay, stop.
Okay.
That kind of
Um.
it,
that
it
kind of
Okay.
doesn't help.
reminds me.
All right, Gio, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that kind of reminds me of when we used to play Ouija like a long time ago
Exactly. Yeah,
when we
yeah.
were
So
little
Wait, wait,
kids.
wait, wait. Who you talking we? Who's this we? You speaking French right now?
My family, bro,
Ouija.
my
Yeah,
sister, my sisters, and my cousins, we all used to play it.
you did.
And
I was gonna say, not me, sir. No,
so
sir.
so check this out. So um I was a little kid when they started playing with this, and they always did it for like chasing spirits and stuff like that. Somehow they've spoken to Kurt Cobain, and then they spoken to somebody else that told them exactly how he passed away. And then a couple of years later, we were sitting down at dinner, like speaking to my mother and my sisters. They're telling this to my mother, and my mother like turns all white and stuff like that, telling them that that's how her brother's father died in a lake when he capsized with a small ship, fell and broke his like cracked his skull, and crazy stuff. Anyways, me, when I started experimenting with it, I was I was with friends. I didn't want it to like do spirits and stuff like that. I wanted to see if there's some kind of like metaphysical connection with Ouija and you and the other person that plays it. So I've said with a friend that I'm not really close to him familiar wise. We were just buddies of hanging out, going out, drinking, smoking, blah blah blah. I'm talking about a long time ago.
Right.
And there was a we used to go always to one friend, and we would chill at him and chill with him. And I did some experiments with Ouija before this already, and I've seen some things that is kind of weird. And I brought this Ouija board the next week because he made fun of me that the Ouija is BS, and he did this, yeah, Ouija, stupid. And I placed the Ouija on the table, and I told them to please be serious for a second. Put your hands on, put your two fingers on top of it, and help me wake this up. And it's gonna show you something that's gonna freak you out. Okay? You can. I don't know if you ever played this, but you can ask him a question inside your head, and it will answer you
Yes.
without you saying anything.
Yes. Yes. You
Okay?
know.
So in my mind, I was like, tell him something that I could never freaking know about his family, about something that I could never ever know. And he started spelling out initials. And the guy turned white, dropped his cigarette to the floor, and ran away from me.
Yeah.
And I ran to him. I didn't know what the fuck it was because I just told the board to tell him something that I would never know. And he's like, "You just spelled the initials of one of my very, very, very beloved dead uncles." I was like, "I didn't spell it. I just asked him to tell you something that I would never know." And I realized that you could take stuff of people's brain when you're playing that. So
Well,
I was
I'm not
trying
sure
to
it's
use
from.
it for some kind of benefit, not trying to chase spirits and ghosts or whatever. But I somehow could have gotten things out of his brain,
Okay.
you
I
All
don't
know.
right,
think so.
Sam.
And
I
Sam,
that's
don't.
as
I,
you'll be
far
the
as I
last
got.
one.
That's as far as I got. I didn't go any further. I'm not
Okay,
crazy witch
Sam,
guy
you'll
or
be the last
whatever.
one. We'll get back into the video after Sam,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
Sam,
sorry,
go ahead.
sorry.
It's all
Just
right.
to tell you that I've been thinking about this a lot because at one point I was living in the United States and I was also very interested into everything which is occult, like like channeling and Ouija and the tarot cards and all that stuff. And I've done all these things, and I've seen even for example the tarot cards. So I bought like what the cards, the tarot,
The tarot.
what
Yeah, yeah.
tarot.
Joker, the
Tarot cards.
devil,
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
fool. Right.
So I had a Rider Waite, classic, card deck there, and okay, I read a little bit how to do it, and I've done it. I used to take people and pull out the cards for them, and everything I told them was happening precisely. The only thing is that when I wanted to do it for myself, it never worked. It
What?
didn't work. And also something else that when I was doing it, it was some kind of somehow jinxing me. Like I just like a series of bad luck and everything. So
Right.
I just put that on the side. But then I try to understand how come that can work, because you see cards, you see a picture, and according to the question, something comes to something like you don't see nothing, you don't feel nothing, you don't hear no voice. It's just like a intuitive logic that comes to you to say things that appear logic to you. But I believe now, with everything I learned in Judaism and everything, that you have the word of the living, which we are in, and you have the word of the dead people. People die, and I don't know where they go to heaven or whatever you want to believe. But the thing is
Right.
that there are ways to connect yourself to those entities, those spirits there that surround you, that are around you. In Judaism, they say that if you could open your eyes and see what surrounds you, you will die from a heart attack. There's so many
What?
like demons and dead
Oh,
around you.
if you can actually see what's
Yeah,
in
Well,
the,
that's
I
yeah.
got you. Right.
That's what I was alluding. That's what I was talking about with being all merged together right here, right now. There are many other worlds we cannot access, right?
Exactly. You know, in the war, in the 6 Day War in Israel, there was a story, quick, and do that quickly. Where a few guys, like maybe like 5 to 10 soldiers, Israeli soldiers, at one point they were in the Sinai desert,
Right.
and they captured like 5,000 Egyptian soldiers. So there were like only like 12 guys, and suddenly they approached them, and all the soldiers, the Egyptian soldiers, 5,000, they just raised their hands and surrendered. So they were like looking one to another, say, what the hell's going on? So they went on the radio and they called people to come back, to come with them. So the army came, and they captured all the 5,000 soldiers, and they took their weapons, and then they asked them, what the fuck went wrong with you? We were only like 12 people, you were like 5,000, and you surrendered. What the fuck happened to you? And the Arab soldiers, they laughed at them. They say, you fucking kidding me? 12 soldiers? And how about all the thousands of soldiers behind you on the dunes, on the mountains? I said, what soldiers? What the fuck? So they saw like thousands of soldiers that did not exist, that were not there, but they saw them, and they surrendered because they saw like a multitude of soldiers. So there are like stories like this. So we are surrounded by forces, by spirit that we don't understand. I don't want to pretend we understand all this, but I believe we can connect ourselves to those people.
Right.
Look at the near-death experience people that they die and they see everything everywhere. They see what's written under the table. They see this, So in that state, you are capable of accessing a lot of information at the same time. So maybe you can interconnect. I don't know if it works, but I will explain it like this. But
Yeah, there's
let's keep
a
going.
lot that's to be seen with the stuff that we can't see, that's been explained to us and everything else like that from different perspectives. What I want to do is continue here with what it was that we were looking at. The point that I'm trying to drive home is basically what I kept rewinding as well. But you guys are along those lanes, but let's continue.
What makes Gibson's experience so compelling is that it matches perfectly with accounts from Chang's other students and witnesses. They all describe.
Now, here's the thing. It's not it. This is just because I watched this today. This is not exclusive to Mel Gibson. This is something that's been on my mind for quite some time, but let's continue.
Have the same sensation of intense heat and immediate therapeutic effects. And remember, this is Mel Gibson we're talking about. Not exactly someone known for buying into new age nonsense or easily being fooled. But this was just the beginning of Gibson's experience with the Chi Master. What happened next would challenge everything we think we know about human capabilities.
One day he's at me on my back and he's pushing, and I can feel my back, and I'm at the wall, and there's a poster of a film on the wall, my office, and I'm looking at it, and I can see him in the background, and he's like down like this, like like kung fu, pointing rays of energy at me. And he hit me. He started yelling at my organ, at my liver, like get out, whatever. And I went up the wall, and there was like 8 inches of air under my heels, and I was up the wall, And I was like, whoa. And I came back down. It freaked me out.
This isn't your typical meditation practice or energy work. We're talking about a lineage that's been kept secret for thousands of years, passed down from master to student in the most selective way imaginable. Mo Pai consists of 72 levels of training. Most practitioners never make it past the first few levels. Chang himself was said to be at level 37, and look at what he could do. The training involves intensive meditation, breathing techniques, and something called embryonic breathing, where you learn to circulate energy through specific pathways in your body. At the higher levels, practitioners can reportedly manipulate bioelectricity, heal others, and even influence physical matter. What Gibson described, that intense heat and energy coursing through his body, that's exactly what Mo Pai masters are said to be capable of. So, Level 1 focuses on cultivating what they call yin qi, the cold, receptive energy of the body.
Now, keep this in mind. The cold, receptive energy of the body. And remember, it's this white little lobe right here with the black looking thing right here, right? You see this black looking thing? You see how this is all white? Its background right here?
Mhm.
Well, let's continue. And it's the yin
Yeah.
qi. Because we hear yin
So
yang
this
all the
is,
time. Go ahead, bro.
I was going to ask you, is this inside the body is what they're speaking of, not outside? The cold,
Well,
when they say receptive, it makes me think it's part of the body or part of the systems.
Yes, that's a really good question, because look at what they're saying. They're saying the organs, the bone marrow, inside, the key, the blood. So yes, everything on the inside physically still, right? The yin aspect of it all, the yin. Now,
Right.
guys, I'm sure there are those of y'all that think this is crazy and everything else. That oh shit, hold on.
Now,
You
this is a
got
good point. This is a good point
now.
because plasma, man, you know all about it, I think, or some now. But yeah,
No.
this is our light body. I think he's speaking of the light. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
sure, okay, but with the physical construct of everything, so he's now talking about the inside of us, right? The bones, the organs, everything inside of us, right? That's palpable to us, or that we can touch, or that we can see and smell and work on and stuff, right? So our organs, our blood, our bones, our
Gotcha.
marrow, the
Okay.
yin aspect of it all. I was still trying to figure out what's the difference between yin and yang. Like I didn't know like the actual difference, right? The
Yeah.
terminologies of it all. And so I'm looking at this and my jaw hit the damn ground. It hit
Mhm.
the floor. And I'm looking at this part right here, and I know I sound like I'm talking in circles. I hope I'm not, right? The cold. Look at down here. It says the cold.
Mm-hmm.
The yang deficiency or excessive
Mm-hmm.
cold. Yang deficiency, because they're talking about the cold aspect of it. This is why this is colored in blue. Right?
Yeah, the reason I'm asking,
even
the reason I asked that question, Vlad, I'm sorry to interrupt. The reason I was asking that question, it's because in our body, we don't have any cold items.
well,
That's
here's
why I
no.
thought he was talking about.
So that's a good. So that's a good point, RG. That's a good point that you're bringing up, because maybe we don't have anything that's cold, because physically in our body everything is warm, right? Everything is at like 97.8, 98.7, whatever it is, whatever our body's core temperature is, right? That's what our body's running at. But the cold aspect, and why is that important? Because it goes beyond what our physical body is. At least this is what I'm reading from it. And so they're speaking of, but because now when I'm looking at this, I'm immediately, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but every once in a while I'll talk about, like, when I keep one eye closed, I see more blue. And then when I close that one eye and then I open the other eye, I see a little bit more red. Okay. And so just the 3Ding of my eyes, because it seems like each one of my eyes are moving or functioning at two separate frequencies. Automatic off the top, I can see more blue coming out of one eye, more red coming out of another eye. I'm in tune with what my eyes can do and what they can't do. One of the things they can't do is they can't see shit as soon as I take my glasses off. Matter of fact, my eyes are so bad, as soon as I take my glasses off, I can't hear shit either. That's how bad my eyes are. You know what I'm saying?
God
So,
damn, bro.
so my eyes are just that poor. You know, you understand?
Damn.
But the thing
What did you
is,
say?
yeah, my eyes are so bad that and when I take my glasses off, I can't hear anything. Like my hearing's bad automatically. I don't know why. It just happens that way. But I'm saying that it's because I'm like, as a kid, I was like, wow, that's cool. So I'd play around. I'd look at a white background, and then I'd be like, more blue here, more red there, more blue here, more red there. I'm starting to see these parallels everywhere I go. This yin yang is starting to bring things together, and it's making it
Yeah.
as if it's not just a Western understanding, and it's not just a Western thing. And I want to kind of bridge the gap between this yin yang, and these guys actually, I think they're doing a pretty good job bridging the gap between the yin, the yang, the chi, and what this guy did when he used his hand or the force outside of his hand to set that paper on fire. And I'm going to bring it all home here in a second. I want to continue with the video. And what I mean by bringing it home is you guys are going to bring it home with what it is we're seeing in the sky. Where we at? Let's continue.
This takes anywhere from 6 to 18 months of dedicated practice. Students spend hours in meditation, learning to feel and direct this subtle force. It's like learning to feel a completely new sense that you never knew existed. But here's where it gets really interesting. Level 2 is all about Yang Qi, the hot, explosive energy. This is where
You see that? Of course, there's a cold, there's a hot, there's a man, there's a woman, there's a male, there's a female, there's a left, there's a right. Let's continue.
Practitioners start developing abilities that seem impossible. We're talking about generating enough bioelectricity to light bulbs or heal injuries.
It was nothing like any acupuncture I'd ever had. I was getting really powerful electric shocks and couldn't control my movements at all.
Yin yang, positive and negative, and my positive from here and my negative from here, and we meet together, is can get like electricity.
And is this because you're special? You have a special sort of
It's meditation every day.
It's meditation that does it.
Meditation every day. Like you can touch me like this. It's nothing, okay? It's my burn. It's just like this.
For our sound recordist, it was also a shocker.
Did you see what he did? Did you just see what he did?
Doesn't know what to expect.
Yes, yes.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at his face. Watch what he
For our
does.
sound
Look at him.
recordist,
Look at him.
It was also a shocker.
Look at him again.
For our sound recordist,
at him.
it was also a shocker.
He breathes.
Yeah, but
He breathed.
that's why I wanted to say that. I don't know who said that it's true that we have no cold inside us. It's all hot, and that's true. So my first conclusion would be to say that, if there is a cold, side in us, it's not actually in us, it's around us.
Yes.
If we are warm, so it's around us. And maybe that's why it doesn't touch you when he applies his hand. It goes on the outside.
Right.
That means he's working on the cold part on the outside. He's not working on the hot part. It's on the cold. The cold is on the outside.
I'm thinking it's
You understand?
yeah, he's pulling it from around him, but I think it's mind and body coming together. That's what I think.
It's
And focusing really focusing on that
But you see, the
area
heat
of your
comes
body.
from the inside. The heat is from the inside. The electricity, comes from the inside, not from the outside. It has, so I believe that it's interesting because also in Judaism, cold is death. If the death is cold. Even the hell, after death, everything is cold. We talked about this the last time, and actually, it makes sense. Every time I cough, you say God bless you, right? Okay, this comes from the time of Noah. We know this in Judaism. At the time of Noah, it is said in the Torah, in the Bible, that people used to die by just like like sneezing. They would do the hatchum and they were dead. Like if it is that they had a cold, and from the cold they died, or but this is what it's said. It is said in in Judaism, whatever it means. You have to translate that, demystify all this. But it comes from that. When also in Judaism we say, every time somebody sneezes, we say God bless you, then so not to die, so the cold is linked to the outside of life, to the outside. Everything which is outside is cold, even
outside of our bodies, it's even room temperature. It's cold because if your body hits room temperature, that means you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. So the cold is on the outside. It's an outsider. It's not on the side of life. It's on the side of death. So it's outside, not inside. Just the first conclusion,
Yeah,
cold
and
is
so
on the
one
outside
thing,
of energy.
and so one thing, and welcome, Porter. It's good to see you, brother. Porter's in the house, y'all. So one thing you notice is when you saw that lady touch his hand, the lady that was doing the camera stuff, when she had her hand at his freaking solar plexus area, right? Or around his midsection, excuse me.
Right.
You know what he did? He breathed in. And then after he breathed in, he breathed out a little bit, and then whatever happened with her hand happened. So I sat there and I rewound it like 12.5 times, like 1,000,000 times, and I kept looking at him. And I noticed that he kept doing not that he kept doing it, but when I kept rewinding, I was looking and I was seeing, I was like, that's what he's doing.
So
he's bringing something together to make both whatever they are, both the yin and the yang join together to expel. Somehow he does it to where it comes out at his midsection area and make it. I don't know how, or I don't know how he does it, but it's the same way in which you could do things that other people can't, and they're just sitting there flabbergasted.
It's like maybe is releasing energy from the transformation from the cold to hot. That means if he breathes in, so it takes cold inside and he makes it hot, and that permutation, that at the moment it permutates, it liberates energy. And this is true. This is true at many levels, many levels. We see it also people that come back to the Torah after having lived like regular life. Suddenly they have like, wow, they have like ideas. They understand things that most people that were studying Torah for years never could understand. So we see that at many levels, that the transformation from plus to minus or minus to plus liberates energy. I believe it's a law that we can see in physics and everything. So maybe he's doing this. He's taking from the outside, transforming it, in positive energy, and that instant that moment there where things permute, reverse themselves, liberates energy somehow. I don't know. It's like,
right.
I don't know how it works.
There's something in the breath, even in the wind. I believe this. Well, it's not. Perhaps.
When you say focused biofield,
in the wind, there's
nitrogen. In the wind.
In the wind, there's it seems as if there's a certain amount of energy, like electricity, in the wind. You understand what I'm saying? Like even when you see arcing and sparking happen,
that's right.
Like when two like you've seen power cords get cut, like in the neighborhood, power lines get divided. What happens? You see, because the current wants to go somewhere, you get a resulting arcing and sparking, right? And one of the things, if you've been around like big arc and spark, is you get it's like a byproduct is wind. You get a lot of wind at the end of it, which just blows my mind. Because one of the things that you get during certain seasons is you get hurricanes. Hurricanes is a big thing. Hurricanes in the north, cyclones in the south, right? Or what do they call them in the south? They call them cyclones. They call them something different.
A typhoon.
Typhoon. There we go. Thank you.
Brother, can I say something? Can I add something to that?
Let me land my plane real quick, and then I'll give you the mic.
Yeah.
So You get those two, and then what do you the whole time nonstop in both the north and the south? What do we experience? We experience the movement of the sun. We experience the movement of the moon dragging behind it. A positive, a breathing out, and a breathing in. And why am I calling it a breathing out? Well, I'm attributing that to the breathing out of earlier. You saw him use his hand, put it on top of that. He didn't touch the newspaper, but he put it close to the newspaper, and then he set it ablaze. What does that? What does that? If you don't know, that's fine. If you do know, I'm gonna go there. The sun does that. Psalms 19:1 says it perfectly. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork, right? But Psalms 19:2 basically tells you a little bit more of that story. Day unto day uttereth speech. It speaks out. It's active. Day unto day uttereth speech. Night unto night, what does it do? It stops talking. At night, it listens. It's more internal. It's passive.
It's female.
It works. It's female. Yes. It breathes in. This is why, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, holy smokes. It breathes in and it gives you the cold aspect. This is why the moon gives you that cold part. When we sit there and we measure with our thermometers and stuff like that, holy smoke, the moon is giving us a cold light. How do you get a cold light? Listen, I don't know how we get a cold light. If somebody knows, God bless them if you know. Do we truly know? I don't know if we could truly know, but we get a cold light, or we get the opposite as from what we get from the sun, right? The sun speaks, the moon listens. You need both. The whole positive, negative, sure.
But something that confirms that, that what you say about the importance of the breath is look at God. God did breathe into the the man's nose, and life comes in. That's it. It's very simple.
He breathed electricity into Adam. He breathed life into Adam, which is like the wind, which is like the electricity. Yes.
But another information, just small information about the sun. In the Torah, in Hebrew, we have male and female, for objects. Like the sun is a male. But sometimes in the Torah, sometimes the sun is female, sometimes it's male. So that means that sometimes the sun at that position gives, is a male. Sometimes he receives, is a female. And it's written that the sun breathes also. It's written that the sun does breathe. It's in the Torah. It's, it breathes.
Hey, another part of this system that adds to what you both said is the title. Breathing in, breathing out. As it comes up, it goes down. It comes up, it goes down, like an oscillating field would do in a magnetic system, electromagnetic system. So it's like Vlad said, it's a consistent exchange of energies that go in and out, up and down, back and forth.
Yeah,
for sure.
Look at Michael Stars also. Mike Stars also. Just you can see the energy goes in and out.
Yes, you see it pulsating. We haven't captured. Mikey's caught it at perfect time to where you see it still, kind of like when you hit a tuning fork and you see it vibrating back and forth. Well, if you take pictures and if your shutter speed is fast enough, you can catch it to where it looks like it's just still. Doesn't look like it's vibrating back and forth. You understand? Geocentric Truth. I'm sorry, man. I didn't let you.
No problem, man. So I'm a welder, right? Not really like a professional welder, but I weld a lot. I weld enough to know
oxyacetylene.
Just with stick. That's it.
Stick. Okay.
So I do when you do like with a 60-30-13 and you use like 150 amps to you feel the heat.
Yes.
You feel the heat like with 150 amp, 175 amps. You'll feel the heat a lot. So, take this with bonfires. Bonfires, if you're standing next to fire, you can kind of feel some of the wind that is kind of being produced with the mixture of the average temperature that you have at the floor right there, mixing with the bonfire. Together with this 150 amps, when you're doing a good weld, You can feel some of the wind that is coming off that, like a small gust of wind.
Yes, that's
So
true.
this is how I realize how they do the do's,
What do the do's?
DWs.
I got what you're talking about.
Yes,
Direct, blah blah blah,
yes.
blah blah blah.
This is
Direct.
how I realize how they did Lahaina and all those other places, because you have that XBX SBX1 that is a giant radar, flat radar dish.
The radar, the arrays out. The big. It looks like a big Epcot Center,
Yeah,
big
it's a
balloon
huge
on a floating
balloon,
balloon.
but the round thing is not it's not the radar. The round thing is a protective cover. The radar itself is on the inside, and it's a
It's on the
flat.
inside, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a flat.
that is a it's a way for the radar to actually use. It's almost like
Yeah,
a waveguide, not a waveguide. Oh Jesus, I forgot the name, but it's like a series of planar arrays because it looks like Epcot Center. If you guys
correct.
don't
It
know
has
what
like
Epcot Center,
it has like
flat.
wafers on it. Wafers.
Yes, yes, it's a series
So
of flat stuff. So that's a big giant radar. Yeah,
so
radar
what?
dome.
Yeah, what I think these people are doing is that they're. I don't. I know you've seen like those military weapons that they use to like stop crowds and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
and it creates like
Heat.
a vertical shield of heat,
Yes,
and you step forward into that space, you walk back because you're burning, your hands is burning, your face is burning, everything is burning,
it hurts.
right?
Yes.
So they started with that mobile, then they started with a Humvee, and they went further with the technology. All you have to do is get a bigger dish and get a lot more power.
Mm-hmm.
So then then they went to like a 16 wheeler, and then they did the SBX1.
Well, the SBX one has been around for a little bit. It's
Yes,
been around for a while, and I used to see it when I
yes.
was stationed out in Hawaii. I used to see the
Oh yeah,
SBX one all the time.
right,
It was always in Port Hawaii. That's
right.
crazy that you mentioned Lahaina, and it
So
was
let me,
right there.
bro. Just go on my channel. I did a video on Lahaina showing that there's no, because in order for you to do this correctly, you have to have no interruption in between the target that is it's reaching and and the radar. No, the line of sight. You have to have line
Right,
of
right,
sight.
right. It's line of sight, right?
So it was line of sight with Lahaina
Yeah,
perfectly from the position that I got from marinetraffic.com.
right.
Right. So it would say like last position known like 3 years ago or something like that. But that time when it happened,
Right.
the position was off of the coast of what's the base name again? I'm sorry,
Pearl.
Pearl Harbor. Yeah. So
Wow.
this is what I think they do. They That radar dish, I believe, does not a horizontal, vertical array. It does a horizontal array. And all you got to do is you got to heat up that area that's maybe 100 feet on top of the city, because it's a big giant dish. It
Right.
doesn't only heat up a small area; it can heat up a large area, and you would mix and match the temperatures to the average temperature of the Earth and heat it up very. Bro, I've seen a video of a guy off of the coast of Lahaina filming, and the winds, bro, the winds picking up like something I have never seen in my life, because of that's such crazy massive heat exchange. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna create crazy winds, and all you need is
Right.
crazy winds. You'll get the
Yes. You get
electricity wires mixed up. It's gonna spark everywhere, and you get fire.
fire. You get that. That's right.
And that fire is not gonna turn out with that much amount of wind. It's gonna just become crazier and crazier, and that's why I think we have these kind of crazy fires with these crazy embers that are melting wheels, aluminum wheels,
Mm-hmm.
stuff we've never seen before. And I think that this same SBX1 did California too, because there's a similar thing that happened in between the three of them. It burned up all the way to the smallest boat on the ocean, into the direction of the SBX1 from Lahaina and California. Bro, you had the road next to the beach, which has nothing to burn around, nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and you had the boats that are standing into water burning up completely.
Wow.
Bro, you know, a good point to that point. The Pacific Ocean would be somewhere perfect to hide a weapon like that. Up in
Brother,
way off the coast, you know, it's in line with
I honestly
Hawaii
believe,
and the West
yeah,
Coast. Yeah.
Right.
I honestly believe that this weapon is not ever gonna move from there because that is a secret area, and I'm talking about Kiribati, Hawaii, and all those places.
Yes, it's right there, meeting the equator meets
So,
the freaking
so,
whatchamacallit.
so, so
All that.
the range from this SBX1 is 3,000 miles. In order for
Yeah,
you,
because
in order for me to put into perspective, what is 3,000 miles? You pick up Hawaii right there, that's in the center of that ocean, that reaches over California
mm-hmm.
from the center.
Right, right. Over
From
to
there, from
New
there to
York, probably.
California is about 2,000 something miles.
Is
3,000
it?
miles is a lot, bro.
Right, that is a lot.
So this device can detect a beach ball size ball
That's what they
3,000
claim that it's
miles
supposed
away.
to do. Right. And
Yeah,
it's supposed to be there to intercept, like be able to intercept missiles,
missiles,
like
etc. Blah blah
recognize
blah.
missiles the size of a baseball, stuff like
Well,
that falling from the
I,
sky,
I,
but
intercepts,
right. Intercept like
intercepts.
visually intercept.
Yeah.
You think so, or maybe
Well,
We,
that's what the claim.
no, I
maybe it
don't think
heats it up
visually.
in birds of.
That's
Well,
what the
check this
claim
out.
is.
I don't think you would ever see a laser because microwaves don't.
You
No,
can't see
no,
that.
no,
Yeah,
no, no,
we
no,
You
won't
no,
see
can't
no
it.
see
laser
it.
here, no laser
Right.
here, no laser. Just
And
heating up.
if you were to see it, you'd probably have the equipment in order to visually, like a phone, a cell phone, or something that moves at such a
Yeah,
frequency
infrared,
that you'd be
something
able
like
right.
that. Yeah.
IR, right, exactly.
Yeah. So I saw a message in the chat. The guy said, or the girl, whatever, said, "What about the other fires on inner land?" So
So
I've seen,
California's right there.
yeah, I've seen many incidents happen in the U.S. where the next day they proceeded to do something else somewhere else in order to take off attention from the first thing that happened. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh
No?
Yeah,
well,
like the
they like
media will
like
distract you.
like a sleight of hand.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Right.
so
Oh,
so
and
so they would light
hey,
a small
Gio,
fire. So then I'm just finished.
just to
They
your
would
point.
go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let them
Well,
finish.
check this out. Check as you know how we were looking like over Canada on the East Coast when those fires started, and then on on
I
the
was going to
West
mention,
Coast of California,
right.
they're starting all at one time.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
showing
There,
3 or
there,
4
there,
fires starting all at once. Yeah.
correct. There's a small town that burned in Canada, but it only burned the town, like a very small town. And then we have
Mhm.
California burned, woof, the whole thing, all the way up to the coast and onto the beach, and also the catamarans and boats and everything burned on the ocean. Lahaina happened the same way, exactly the same way.
Yeah.
There's the beach, there's the white sand, there's nothing to burn around that beach area, nothing to continue the fire. But the embers, I guess, was flying so hot and so high, it caught the ships on fire. Bro, we do that's not how normal fire happens.
Right.
How about houses? You have houses like half burned and half
Yeah,
not burned.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's.
yeah.
We know this.
I,
We know some fuckers.
I don't want to scare anybody because I truly believe that this weapon is not going to move from there because it's there placed strategically.
Yep.
Not
It
not
gets
not to protect America from China
no,
or some shit like that.
no.
There's
If they
something
need to
bigger.
quell something,
There's
if
something
they need
way
to
bigger than
quell,
that.
if they need to quell some stuff, like this is the thing, is that people's minds can't go there.
I know, bro.
People's
I know,
minds,
bro.
it can't go there. But that's the thing. They're like, oh, how could they do that? They think that people would do these things with guns, bombs, and stuff like that. No, you just use nature. You use what's around you. And it's so easy. It's so simple to cause massive havoc with the energy you have around you. You don't have to expend any artillery, any weapons. You don't have to spend hardly any money. You just plug something in and you just make it happen. It's wild.
You
Absolutely
remember?
wild. So I don't want to get too far into it because you
Right,
still
right,
have
right.
to present. You know what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying?
Yeah, bro.
Really, really what I wanted to do was, I know we kind of went off into the weeds. Now we're bringing it back, y'all. I know we do that from time to time on here, and I love it though. The reason I wanted to show that was because this sun, this moon, we're being told every single day, and we're being reminded every single day that these are physical objects. These are physical objects that we can touch, that we can hold, that we can do all this stuff with, that we see on a day-to-day or night-to-night basis. And that's why we're getting what we're getting. Where I'm seeing this, and it affects people in a different way. And these objects that we see in the sky, they work on the principle of a duality, of the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As without, so within. Left, right, man, woman, up, down, cat, dog, whatever you want to freaking call it, right? It works that way. And I think as people, we need to come back to that. We need to remember that every left needs its right. Every man needs its woman. Every gold needs its silver. Every up needs its down. And so you guys, Mikey, the Mikeys, the Paucuses, Geocentric, you guys, right? Sam, all you guys finding this crazy stuff, it's necessary.
Oh yeah,
I
bro.
know it doesn't say that the earth is flat. It doesn't. I get that part. But the more intimate we become with our surroundings, the more this earth becomes, I'd say, the more accessible this earth becomes, and the easier it is to understand this earth.
But this is the idea about flat earth, because when you put something flat, so you see everything. When it's a ball, you don't see everything. When there is like mountains, you don't see everything. Your vision is limited. But when everything is flat, so you see the whole picture.
Yes.
So flat earth is about like seeing the whole picture, not just about the shape of the earth, but about every goddamn thing, everything, to see everything far away, as far as you can see it, to the end. You understand? That's the idea of flat,
Sam's going
things
too
out.
crazy, speaking too much truth right here, bro.
It's the truth, though. It's the truth. It's wild. It's wild, and you know, this isn't a place
to think.
Right, exactly. This is a hub for thinking, right, and to bringing these ideas together. So even though they are ideas, you guys are out there doing the yeoman's work that many of us are out there watching and like in awe over. But it's necessary, right? We, even though those appear like balls in the sky with bad atmosphere, right, that we look at, we if we see that it's not what we were told, then we need to go after it, and we need to figure out what are we looking at, or what we know we're not, at least rid out that we're not looking at balls. Because remember, and this is why it's ABC, Angela Baby Carson, shout out to our sister in the house. She was like, well, what does it matter? I think she already knew, but she was like, what does it matter that we're looking at these things in the sky, because they don't tell us what's on the ground? Or do they? And I'm saying that because is there a relationship between what's above us and what we're walking on? We don't truly know, other than what the ancients told us, right? Other than what we experience in our bodies on this earth during the time we're alive. But at the same time, what it shows us is that those things that we were told are balls, they're not balls. So then what the hell are they? Right? They're not balls. They're not far away like they told us that they were. The pictures that you guys are taking, I'm sure there's something better than a P900. I'm sure there's something better than a set of binoculars out there. P1000, P1100. What the hell are we looking at? And now I'm going to get off. I'm going to stop flapping my gums because I talk too much, bro. Seriously, I talk too much. I put that.
Yeah, we need to go take over an observatory is what we need to do.
Well, even
go take over.
And then Mikey's shaking his head. No. Why, Mikey? Go.
Telescopes are way too big. They show more of the sky, and you do not get close to the stars with binoculars. Telescopes are a waste of time.
Yes.
Even that Lucifer one they call Lucifer, it's a binocular one.
You can call it titanium, whatever you want to call it. It's a piece of junk.
I got you. Okay.
All right. So go ahead, Sam.
No, I just wanted to say about Mikey's work. I talked to Mike, like a couple of days ago, yesterday, I don't remember.
Right.
And I have a friend of mine, flat earther also in Israel, that called me. It's got a brain like it's like he's always working 24/7. And he told me, Sam, what I believe these shapes there, they might be close to what we know as letters. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds nuts. But again, I come back to the Torah because I'm Jewish and this is what I learned. I learned in Hebrew, so I'm going to bring you what I understood. When the stars that were created the fourth day,
right,
actually have a task. The goal of those things is for the signs. All
Sign,
these
seasons,
things are
days, and years.
exactly.
Yes.
Now, the signs, just as it is written in Hebrew over there, the word in Hebrew is ot. A sign is ot. Okay. But ot is also a letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And actually, a letter is also a sign when you think about it. When you write something on a piece of paper, it's a series of signs. So it's a letter. So what I'm trying to look now, I'm investigating into seeing maybe, because we know that at the time people used to watch the stars and know future events or whatever, somebody that was supposed to be born at that time, I don't know. So there are some special way to look at stars. But now with Mikey's fucking up everything now, because now we have to think differently. Because now we have to think maybe those guys could see the exact shape of these things there. Understand?
Do you think whatever maybe I could be wrong, whatever
Yeah, we have to
I could be
think
wrong,
really,
but do you think that the frequencies of those stars might help dictate how you guys shape your letters?
Of course, there are frequencies it's like a sound.
Yes.
You see the sound. And also in the Mount Sinai, it is said that they saw the sounds. They saw, the sound. How can we see the sound? You understand? So maybe it's like a music, thing, when you have notes on the music thing there, I don't know how you call that. But, this is a sound like or Morse, like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just I'm taking everything I know for now. I'm just like putting it in the blender, to see what can come out of it. Yes.
So Luke 23:43, real quick. We're gonna give it to we're over here just throwing it in the pot. Hey, we cooking. We cooking over here. Let us cook, man. We throwing it in the pot. We're gonna bring it back home though. Go ahead. Go ahead, G.
Oh, sorry. So what Pebbles just said about fallen angels, I literally have one that looks like a fallen angel.
What's this? One star?
Yes. So I don't know if Mikey wants to go first, because I've just seen his work.
Okay,
Sorry,
Mikey, go ahead, and then we will talk about your I think your video is the one that's 2/10/2025 or something like that. Video 2025. That's you, Gio. That's in there. That's your video, yes?
Where? What are you talking about? I'm higher in the skies, and I could be shooting a star at the horizon. Sam just clipped, but I can show you like my original videos.
Okay. Before you do, Mikey, go ahead.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Are we not watching an airplane video of a star?
Watch it. Play it. Vlad, play that thing. It's like a minute.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm gonna add this.
No, hold on. Let me show this. Let me show you let me show you everything.
And go frame by frame if you can, one frame at a time.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna
good idea
right now.
That looked like Venus to me, or the moon.
Yeah, I'm sharing it. You guys seeing it?
Let's see. Yes,
I'm not seeing it.
Yes, I see it.
There you go. So These were taken in 2018, 30th, not August. Yeah. So this is all the videos that I had right here.
Right.
And from what Pebbles was saying, where is that one? Well, I'll get to it, but let's start with this one.
Yeah, show the good ones.
Wow.
So if you have a
Stop it.
P900, it's
Yeah.
focused, yes. If you have a P900 and you're zooming in and you do a maximum zoom, the star is never gonna be looking this big. So it's very simple parameters.
Do you think
I
you
am.
can pause it? Do you think
Yeah,
you can
hold on.
pause it
Yeah, it's
while?
very
Yeah. I know
it's
it's
very annoying, bro. It's very
yeah.
annoying
I know it's a
because
pain in the ass.
shaking and
Or
it's
rewind
crazy.
it. Rewind it a little bit and see if you could do it.
Well, let me. This is one of them, no?
Yeah,
Let me
but
see if
that's
I
not
can.
the best. That's not the best one. You have better ones.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting warmed up. It's all right. I'll go ahead. We'll get warmed up with it.
Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this good?
It's the same shapes. It's the same
It's,
approximate
it's like
shapes.
it's like a diamond. It's not even
Yes.
spherical. Just keep that in mind. It's not spherical. None of
see,
them are spherical. It's like a diamond.
Right.
You see, Mike, it's the same shapes. It's about the same shapes. It's bad
Yes.
resolution, but the
It's right. It's the same concept, just the resolution's a little bit crazy. Look at that.
Yeah.
My God, there we go.
There you go.
I'm just wondering if and you sure the plane window has no effect on that?
That's
No, because
hey, that's all that's the questions that I went through my head like 100
Yeah.
times because
No.
I don't know what the heck it is, bro. But for
Hmm.
sure, it's not changing shape while I'm shaking over the glass.
Yeah,
Right.
it just seems fuzzy to me.
So
Yeah.
you
Well,
understand?
Yeah. Well, now
But the
he's
shape-
looking through a pane of glass. Plus, it's
Plexiglass, two
Yeah.
plexiglasses.
It's the sky, probably moisture inside the window or outside the window.
Yeah, but if there's a speck of moisture
Right.
and that is affecting it, that cannot be it because I'm moving my.
No.
you
No,
know
what I'm
I'm saying?
saying is that it's not fully clear. There may be different factors.
Yeah, but
that's like a great.
That's for sure. That's for
Yeah.
sure. But
Yeah.
one of the biggest factor is, like I said before, if you're going 30,000 feet high and trying to look for a star, you're seeing
Yes.
way less stars than what you would see than when you're at 6 feet observer side.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
yes, I got you.
What's very important here is that you can detect the shape that Michael, took.
Yeah.
Those are the same shapes. That means it's a lesser quality, but it's the same shapes. You can recognize the shape of what
So-
Mikey took.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if this was
See if you could slow it down
a
and see if
tiny
you can
bit
grab
out
it
of
that
focus.
way.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's
I
okay.
slowed the one before and it reset it. So maybe it's a tiny bit out of focus. I'm not sure because it was difficult for me to do.
Right.
Big time out of focus, big time. But it's not a problem. It's okay.
I don't
Right.
think so. I don't think so, brother. So
Well, look at Mike's picture. You're gonna see the difference.
right.
This is how you can see because there was moisture, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. The job is done. You confirmed what Mikey just found
There it is.
out.
Pause that.
Look at this
Yeah.
right there.
Right.
So
Go ahead.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
hold on, Vlad.
Mhm.
Look at this waving. If I could hold it correct, look at that.
Oh, right.
Doesn't it look like a fucking fish?
I don't. I'll be honest with you.
Another
I've
piece
never
that I
seen-
will eat.
I don't know what that is. Right. I don't know what that is.
Look at
I've
this
never
right
seen
here, bro.
anything.
Look at this right here. Look at
Right.
right here. Hold on.
That's exactly what Michael found out. Just like it's something that comes out
Look
of
at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. That is
Right.
moving individually from everything else. Look at that.
Right. Right.
You see that?
It's weird.
Maybe
Oh
it's a
my
night
god,
bird.
bro! You know how many times I've tried to ask people on TikTok to do this? Like, I need people to do this because I don't have a P1
It's the same thing.
P1000. I have a P900. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that stuff right there! Look at this!
Wow.
It's coming out. It's the same thing.
Look! Look!
That's just pause it. Pause
Look
it.
at
Pause
that.
it. Can you rewind it just a little bit so we could pause it and take a clearer look?
You know what that reminds me of right off the bat is those waves
Please.
coming
Yeah,
like
it's
the
like
moon was
some
made
kind of
into a liquid.
wavy thing. Yeah, it's some kind of wavy thing, but you can see it has a structure. It has a
Yes,
structure.
no, yes.
It doesn't change.
So
it's
yes,
just
and you want to
maybe
know,
energy that comes out.
right?
Maybe, I don't
And
know.
you want to know something? I think if say there was a way you can pause it and be still, and there was a way you can change the resolution, like zoom
No,
in and zoom
no.
out to like
Oh,
you
no,
understand what I'm
no.
saying?
Yeah, no, not with this media player right here.
No, it's hard. Yeah, Jesus.
I have to edit it with clip clamp or whatever, and it's gonna. But this is another one. I have another one. I have like 4 different shapes.
Right.
I have like 4 different shapes, bro.
Where's the frequency that I'm getting? Where's the frequencies? I
Can
don't
you
know.
slow the speed of it by any chance?
Look,
Like
this is
slow
the
the
one I'm
speed?
talking about Pebbles.
That's Michael's shapes. Check
This
it out.
looks like a fallen angel.
That's not my videos.
What?
Dude. Oh God.
Look
No,
at
this
it.
is not. This is
You
not Michael's videos.
Wait, what
You
do
have
you know
to-
what star that is off the top of your head? I know I'm
No,
asking.
no. I was flying. It has to be. No, I can't.
You
I
have to
cannot tell
slow
you,
it
bro.
down.
I cannot
Slow it
tell
down
you.
a little bit. The video.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Whoa.
What row you were sitting on in the plane?
I don't know, bro. Does it really
Where-
matter?
where-
I was
where-
sitting on the right side. That's for sure.
Where were you sitting behind the engines?
So
Oh, okay. He
I'm
wanted
sitting
to know
behind the
if you were sitting behind the engines.
Or the wing?
Behind.
I think I was probably sitting before. So
Okay,
in
ahead of
front.
the engines.
So for sure is that I was watching uh, uh from like Aruba to so I was going to Aruba to Colombia and I was
Right.
watching east. So I'm watching towards the Pacific.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you get that in full frame? There we go. Stop it.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, pop right there. Whoa.
This is also not changing shape. These are all different videos from different stars that I took. And mind
the
you,
hell?
this could be out of focus again. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's that much, bro, because I did this like a bunch of times and I kind of could have gotten it pretty correct.
Vlad.
Yes.
There's no frequencies.
There's no like it's not jumping back and forth is what you're saying,
Yeah,
correct?
they're not moving at all.
Right. So I don't know what the hell he's taking pictures of. Or
Maybe
what the
there is
hell
a
he's
frequency.
doing.
Bro,
Maybe there is a
videos.
frequency.
So okay, so I have a
Look,
question. Okay, we'll look. I have a question though. We have a question. So what do you
Yeah, this is-
remember? Do you remember where in your flight you were? Do you remember if you were like 4 hours into your flight with another 4 hours to go? Because that could probably help determine as to how high you were also.
No,
Was it
it
around
was-
were
it
you
was-
around like
bro.
35,000 feet?
For sure it was how do you call it again? Safe, you know, when they take off the seatbelt thing, so that's like
Oh,
probably
it was
30,000.
okay.
That's 30,000.
Walk about the yeah, you
Yeah.
were above 30,000 feet,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. So that's above the clouds. That's well above the clouds.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have other videos of shooting like lighting strikes and stuff like that on that same flight. But I didn't put it in this folder though because I was just preparing a while ago. I just forgot to fucking show you, man. I've never show you this shit. This is
Okay,
like
so-
exclusive right here.
So if
And-
we
and-
have Sophia, my thing is if we have tools like the
Can you pause
Sophia
it?
airplane,
What about
the Sophia airplane that NASA uses that has that freaking big telescope inside
Oh, I know
there,
what you're talking about.
right?
Sophia.
Don't you think that they would be catching these things? Or shouldn't they?
Well, they're using a telescope, not a camera.
Right,
There you
but
go.
don't you think that they would have figured something like this out?
Of course they know. Of course they figured.
That's what I'm
everything out.
saying.
They know everything. You kidding me?
Right,
Yeah,
because Mikey, like we're seeing now that the telescopes are not going to be getting what it is you guys are getting, right? But now it's like, oh, so NASA's got these capabilities to zoom in on these things. Doesn't necessarily have to be a telescope like I got behind me, but they know that these things are capable. They know what they can do. They know what they can look at.
So see, this is my question right here.
Right.
How is it that I'm sitting at the same seat looking at the same through the same glass,
Right.
shaking the camera above that plexiglass surface. I'm getting different shaped stars
You know
that
what?
are staying intact with the physical shapes.
But if you look,
Whoa.
okay, pause it, pause it, pause it. Can you pause it?
Yep. If you can
Oh,
pause it
sorry.
when it
There
gets
we go.
clear, just
Now
like
look, yes. Do you see where it terminates? Like you've got that you've got that image at the top, but then
yeah,
you see where it terminates at
way
the
down.
bottom. Go to the bottom,
It's a
Yes.
tail. It's energy. It's a frequency.
It
Like
kind
it's
of looks like
focusing somewhere.
it kind of looks like a
Yes.
F9. It kind of looks like a F-19 jet that has
Almost.
some kind of thrusters
Listen,
behind them or
I
whatever.
don't know
I
if
don't
it's a
fucking know, bro.
F-19 jet. I don't know
Uh,
if it's a F sharp coming out of your piano. My thing is, look at where it begins. This is one thing I'm starting to notice is that a lot of these images that you guys have been taking, right? They start somewhere. It looks as if they're starting somewhere and they end somewhere. They end with a projection, right? They begin somewhere and it looks as if it's beginning where at that peak, at that point at the bottom. You see at the bottom of it?
Oh, it's ending at the bottom.
Or it either ends or it begins at the bottom. I don't
It's
know.
like a
Like it's
trail.
a
It's a trail. It's a
Yeah, I
trail.
would
well,
think I would think
Yep.
that it starts right here and it has a trail. Like
Yeah,
Yes,
I've got
yes,
a
of
guess,
course.
guys. I got a
I
guess.
don't
Maybe these things are attached to a firmament, and the light coming from the widest point is the light from heaven or the next realm or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Just
yeah,
a
so
thought.
maybe that's a good guess.
here's
But
another here's another very crucial point.
right.
I'm sitting next to my girlfriend. I'm watching these things and I pull my head away from the camera and my camera is not to the horizon,
Right.
so not sideways, but angled 5 to 10 degrees downwards.
Whoa.
Yeah, because it's further away. Just like
So
the
you're
lens.
not
Just
Yeah,
like
but
pointed upwards or level.
no, not at all.
Okay, so Mikey says because it's further away. Okay.
just like
But
Yeah, perspective. I
right.
get that. I get that. I get that. But I'm 100% sure that the horizon stays at eye level at 30,000 feet. So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. That was the weirdest day I've ever had, like, experienced in my whole life.
No,
And,
you
and,
just you
and I
just took
couldn't.
pictures of real stars. Those are real stars. Just you never had the opportunity to see them in that way.
Here I zoom out. Like, there's a video where you can see the window of the airplane. If
But
nobody believes me, if you know what
I
I'm
got
saying.
a question. How come the stars aren't like moving? Like they're jumping around in your video because you can't hand it still. But why is
Of course.
the star not moving? It should be some kind of energy source, but it looks like just a car headlight you're taking.
You're talking about a twinkling and stuff like that.
So
Yeah.
right,
So,
right,
so
exactly.
look at this.
So
Let me just
my
go ahead.
guess real quick is that my guess, and I haven't done the legwork like you guys have, Mikey, so just roll along with it. My guess is that there is at that height there ain't no moisture you have to worry about. You understand? And I'm not saying that it's the moisture that's giving you that strobing effect, but perhaps that's something to consider because we do
Oh,
have a bit of we
go
do
ahead.
have a bit of moisture that we're dealing with at sea level, right? It may be small, it may be negligible, but it's still present. Now, when you're up at altitude like Geo was at that time, you don't have to deal with no moisture. Or
So
the moisture is let me
That-
finish. The moisture is
Absolutely correct,
basically
bro.
something that you have to totally not totally ignore, but it's not nearly as much as when you're down at sea level, even in Nevada where it's bone dry.
That's
Yeah,
absolutely correct, brother.
but you're forgetting something is that is
Yeah.
inside the plane. The plane
And
also can generate fumes or whatever,
Yes.
heats.
Yes, I get it, and it's shaking, which to Mikey's point, he wanted to know the proximity of Geo on the plane while it's moving. Right? Was he close to the engines because it could be shaking
Pertinent
or it's
question.
not shaking?
Very pertinent question. Good question, Mike.
Right?
So
So go
look,
ahead.
check this out. Here's the proof right here. I'm pulling up my camera and I already hit record before I was putting the camera to the glass.
Right?
Right?
where's the other stars?
That's what I'm talking about, bro. There's no fucking stars out there when you're at only at 30,000 feet. Look, this is one and this is the other one.
So maybe it's a brighter
There's
star.
nothing else. There's nothing
maybe
else around here.
It's maybe Sirius or something. You know, the
No, but
brightest
you're
star.
not.
You just got
Yeah,
the
but no, but
brightest.
you're not catching the main point. If I'm
Yeah.
standing down
No,
at
I got
6
you.
feet observer's height, there's 100 stars,
Right.
200 stars,
Right. Thousands, millions, whatever.
thousands.
Sure.
I'm seeing 2.
Right. Because you're closer. You're significantly
Exactly.
closer. Yes.
But check this out also. So this is the corner of the window,
Right.
the
right.
bottom corner. You see that? You guys see it good? I'm not sure if you see it good or not.
Yeah, we see it. We see it.
This is kind of half side of the window.
Mm-hmm.
The star is down there. You see that?
He's not under it, y'all. He's side by side with it.
No,
He's
I'm not side
probably
by
on-
side,
you-
bro.
you might be on the direct side of it,
My
you know what I'm
camera is
saying?
angled downwards.
He said
once
it's
again.
camera.
Oh, it's below you.
He mentioned that.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Whoa, that makes a big
Bro,
difference, panel.
you know how many times I expressed this on TikTok, man, and I want people to actually do this shit with a P1000.
Right. The more
And
eyes
just-
we get on it, the better.
Exactly, because I'm not flying anymore after the pandemic.
Right.
This happened. Look, this is when it's out of focus.
Right.
This is
right.
when it's out of focus.
Right.
I did an
Hold
example.
on.
so
Which
people
one
can
is that? Which one is that, Gio? That you're showing now?
see an out of
The one
focus
you were just showing?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
okay. Okay.
That's
See,
out of
this is
one
when I'm
with the tail.
focusing it. That
All right.
that I just focused it right there.
Okay. Do you know
Yeah,
what we're
okay, I
looking
see.
at?
There.
Do
You
we
see
know
that?
what star we're looking at right now?
I
Or
have
It
no
might
clue,
be
bro.
Venus. It might be Venus.
I have
'Cause
no clue.
Venus, Venus is not, it can't be a star because it's not twinkling. It's not doing
No,
anything.
hold on. Let me express this for a second. What Vlad said is absolutely correct. When you're at 6 feet observer height, you see the stars twinkle, and that's not because of this. What the stars does. That's because of the atmosphere,
No.
humidity, and all that. That's 100% sure, bro.
But
Every single listen.
yeah, but
Every
not
single
totally correct
different.
because some of them.
Hold
Dude.
on, 1 second.
Oh,
one
let
second.
him finish. Let him finish his
One
point.
second.
Water, and then-
Every
yeah,
single
jump
star
in.
that I've
Yeah, go ahead.
recorded, every single one of them, there were different stars, didn't twinkle.
Right.
None of them.
Okay.
They didn't have red. They didn't have blue. They didn't. They were white and kind of yellowish.
Gotcha. But I've seen stars on nights with zero humidity through a
You?
P900, and they oscillate at different megahertz. They make a geometrical tree of life pattern, like ancient geometrical shape, and they actually have identified the shapes that they make apart. And this is apart from the atmosphere because I've already looked into this about the atmosphere thing, and I do believe that the atmosphere
That's a
can
really good
fluctuate.
point. That's a
It
really
can
good point. I never
fluctuate.
even considered that. That's a really good. And what Mikey's gotten looks exactly like that tree of that Kabbalah tree of life with the Sephiroth inside of it.
Right.
It looks exactly like that. I didn't even consider it. I
Look,
didn't
this is-
even consider that.
Look at
That's
this. This is doing the
really
same
good point.
thing. This is doing the same thing. It kind of looks like. The,
Right.
Look at that. Look at this right here. It's like a tail.
I don't think I'm saying you're wrong in any way. I think
No,
there's
Right,
different.
right.
I think it does affect in a lot of ways when we see it in that heavy, dense atmos. I do believe you're very correct. But like on those nights where you're talking about when you were 30,000 feet, if you catch it on the ground, being underneath the that modality, I think there's different ways we're going to see it though, because there's different variables. But I do believe, and I've seen the videos where Mars even was oscillating. The red planet, it looked like a flat disc, and there was this circle in the middle, and it would pulse out, and it made this shape. And they actually did it through somatics, where they put the sand on the plate, and they
Right.
got to a certain megahertz, and they found
And
that
it looked
same shape was just like the star was making. And so they got about 20 different stars that were all doing this. Now, I'm saying in the thousands and millions that are up there, they identified certain ones that were doing this. Not all of them, because I think they're all different in certain ways.
Right.
I think they got different, like it's like something we don't know it to be, but some of them could be more physical in nature. Some could be more energy in nature. We don't know. We don't know. So,
but if they're
are they?
if those stars are acting on the behalf of us down here on this realm, on this earth, right? It makes sense that these things kind of have their own vibration, but kind of like when you play music, right? When they're in harmony with one another, when you're playing like a C major chord, right? C, E, G, right? And then combined, it makes a harmonious sound. Perhaps that's how they work, right? When the planets come together, it almost seems as if they function that way. Like one star or one planet could be, when I say the stars, I actually mean the planets. So forgive me for the wrong terminology, but let me correct myself real quick. One star could vibrate kind of like you mentioned, Porter, when they measured Mars and they tuned up a certain frequency, it looked exactly the same, right? Well, say Mars was vibrating at like a C, right? And then say Venus was vibrating at like an E. And let's say Jupiter was vibrating at a G. That's like a C major chord, that in itself. So that's interesting to see what these things are vibrating at, and to actually see that that weird sand experiment. If we were to match up the vibration of what Mars is vibrating at, boom, and then we get that, and then it gives us a note, an actual note that we could play, like, or a key that we could play on the piano. And then Venus vibrates at the same frequency, and then Jupiter, and then so on and so forth. We can actually map out it once these things align from our perspective, how they would function, or how or at the very least how they would sound working with one another.
Hey, Vlad, I wanted to give you just 1 second. In somatic patterns, right, and the frequencies they give off, the higher the key frequency, because there's only certain numbers, right, that will make patterns like geometric, symmetrical patterns. The higher you get in that, when you hit certain ones, like say 1200, right, hertz, and then whatever, right, it's going to be a more complex pattern. They form more and more complexity.
I've
the higher
noticed
you
that.
get.
Yes, I noticed that. I saw that. I did see that. I think it's absolutely fascinating still. But yes, I did notice that.
Yeah, let me just put an emphasis on this. Do you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
You see how it's stretched downwards?
Yes.
Right? So if I go to the video that it's unfocused, you see that it doesn't stretch down straight. It opens out like a circle going outwards.
Wait, I don't understand. It
Hold
doesn't
on.
stretch down straight.
So look at this.
Right,
This is
right.
what we've seen a lot of people shown, right?
Right.
It's unfocused.
Okay.
Okay. But when I'm focusing it, so see right now it's a big, like kind of like a big flat, right? Like a big flat circle.
Right.
Well, when I'm focusing it, it's a dot.
Right.
But this is not zoomed out yet completely.
Right. Right.
What I'm trying to say is that when it's out of focus, it would never stretch into a line. It would grow into a circle, grow into a bigger circle.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
No.
Oh my god.
I do.
I'm just saying, man.
bro.
Okay,
I'm just
can you
being
try to like
honest.
re-explain that for me, bro?
He said no. But listen, that when it's out of focus, those lines that are going vertical,
right,
I think that's still showing us something, and I think maybe part of the firmament. But that's just my opinion.
Flat. So I'll say it again. I'll say it again. So if this was a dot star and I unfocused it, it would never make a straight line. It would stretch out into a circle and become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, like we saw on the last one. Like, how is this? This is not out of focus?
Right.
This is
So
not.
do you think that those extra strings that look like they're attached to the whole that concentration of light, those strings that are attached to it at the bottom, do you think that that's part of the dot that we see from a distance?
I like from what somebody said a while ago. I think it's a trail.
Okay, right. Yes, that's what I think. That's what I think,
Yeah.
and that's what Mikey got as well from
Clearly a
many of
trail.
his pictures. Like I that's what I
Yeah, it's
think.
clearly a trail. Yeah, that's what I
Right.
would say.
So then, Mikey, do you have
Anyways,
anything?
yeah, let's move to Mikey. Yeah, sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's okay. That's all right. This is all really good stuff. All really, really good stuff. Some pertinent stuff, I believe. Mikey, do you have anything to add to this? I know you do.
Well, I'm trying to find my old shitty P900 pictures.
Okay.
Do you have them from an
No.
airplane?
Yeah, now that's the thing.
There's one right there.
Okay.
Enough said. I'm tired of looking at bullshit videos. I'm tired of it. No.
Well, Mikey, but you took that from what elevation?
It doesn't matter. It's the P900 or the P1000.
I have a theory. I have an idea. Because
okay,
we have Mike here with simple binoculars and a simple phone. Taking like pictures like we've never seen before.
Right.
And we have on the other side, like all over the world, like telescopes and like high tech, things taking pictures that never, show us anything close to what he saw. So I have a theory. Let's say if I was NASA, right, or the elites or whoever, and I had the money they have and the desire they have for people never to see the stars the way they are. Will it be possible for me to control somehow the industry that manufactures all those lenses there for all the telescopes worldwide and all the the P1000s and P900 worldwide, and make sure that somehow the way I manufacture those lenses will never be I will never be able to see the stars the way they are, like the real shapes of the stars. That means maybe with the best telescopes you have, you will never be able to see the real shape, because this is already like like corrupted. So there's something they're doing in the glass, or I don't know, that cannot allow you to see the the real shape of the Earth. Is it possible? It's just like an idea, because how come no telescopes ever took a picture of of these stars the way Mike did?
I don't
This is
know.
crazy. This is nuts.
I have a question, Mike. Do you think the higher you get, the less you'll see once you go to Las Vegas?
The less I'll see? What do you mean?
Like the higher you get, do you think they'll be less visible or more visible?
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what I have to show you?
Oops, sorry.
What is this? Mikey, what's that? It sounds like a circus back there.
Where's my video? Yeah, sorry about that. I was looking for some pictures. Sorry. What was the question again?
Like, what's your prediction? Do you think the higher you get in elevation, the more visible or clear they'll be, or will it obstruct, or just be less of them to see? Like,
It doesn't make a big difference on Earth, like 2 miles, 1 mile, 5 miles. It's not a big difference. I don't think it will affect anything.
Yeah, no. When you're in an airplane, you're looking this way towards the stars that are pointing this way. But in relation to getting out of the moisture, sure, if you can get top of a mountain to get out of the moisture, sure. But there's moisture in the air, whether it's here or in Vancouver or any other country or state. But I need to go somewhere where it's dry, because I haven't had a dry night, or at least a low humidity level since last January.
Said the guy trying to get off of alcohol. Boom, get it? A dry night. But
yeah.
Mikey doesn't drink, y'all. That's just a joke. And for all you guys that do drink and you're trying to get off the freaking alcohol, I wish you the best. I wish you luck, honestly. Go ahead, Mikey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I just don't know what to say, because I can't see anything legit in the picture. So you're taking it. You might as well claim there's two suns in the sky too. I don't know. I'm just saying you're taking it through a plain window when there's 3 panes of glass. So I don't know if there's something. I don't, unless it's Venus. I don't think it's a star. I think it could be Venus or something else. But I don't know.
You know that in Hebrew, a planet and a star is the same word. It's like kochav. There's one word.
If that's a star, then this is a star then too.
It's a star. No, it's not a star. It's a star in movement. It's a star that's moving. If you take a car that's moving like 200 miles an hour, you're not going to see a car. You're going to see like a trail. You're not going to see the car. This is a movement. You're catching a movement.
Right.
Not just like a star. It's not like a fixed, thing.
So here's my thing is that we're in awe of what it is we're seeing, right? And the plane is moving. He is looking through panes of glass now, and this is a star. We're told my point is this: these are not balls of gas.
No, that's for sure. 100%.
That's like the big takeaway. And so you guys are causing, just like Sam said, you guys are causing problems for everybody. And they're going to come on here and they're going to shit all over you guys for the stuff that you're capturing. So be ready for it, right? But these are not balls of gas at a distance. What they are, I have no idea.
Can I show my pictures then? Or whatever?
Yes, please.
Has he seen my pictures? Has he seen my pictures?
No, he didn't see. I showed him a few of them, through Messenger there. But, show him. And show him the star that is moving, like that takes the frequency. Like, show him this.
Yes.
Okay.
Show, please. Show.
Okay, I'll show that.
Don't be bashful.
So you want the video of Sirius, correct? Yes.
Now remember, he took the pictures from the plane with 3 layers of glass. His girlfriend was next to him. He was making out with his girlfriend. He was a little drunk. We know all this, but anyways, it's interesting.
Yeah, crazy guy, man.
It is interesting, and here's the thing: is you have to remember, yes, it's through panes of glass and everything else, but to get that kind of footage through those panes of glass is still good, right?
Yeah, of course.
And on top of that, you have to remember he's above the moisture, significantly above
the densest
10,000
moisture. Yeah, the densest moisture. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's in the capsule of heat also. There's something hot that's going through space. So there is some
Professor Phil telling us what stars are. The stars are not gas. They are too hot. They are in a plasma state. Thank you, Professor Phil. Telling us what the stars are. Because Professor Phil he's been out there to tell us what the stars are. What I'm saying, Professor Phil, is that the stuff that we were taught that these are balls of gas, millions of light years away and everything else. Lies. We were given lies, right? The same lies that we were given, they're giving to you, Professor Phil. So you're just regurgitating some lies that they gave to you. But the difference is you're getting paid for saying these things. But you're not a liar, though. I'm not calling you a liar. Just,
we
anyway,
were like
Mikey,
you. We were like you, Professor. We were like you. You're gonna see when you're gonna get to our age. What it is. You're gonna see.
Professor Phil is older than us, though. So
well, not in knowledge.
Oh. Professor Phil, you'll know the truth.
Your little baby, Professor Phil. Your baby to us. A little baby.
It's all good. We're all here to learn. Professor Phil, we are all here to learn. We are. But okay, so Gio, this is what Mikey got.
That's the twinkle with the colors. Yep.
Yes. So Mikey, if you could zoom in even.
I don't know how.
Okay.
Just get closer to the screen.
What?
No, he has it. He has it on the screen. He's not filming
kidding.
it.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, what the fuck?
Just get closer to the screen.
There it
Put
is.
your nose on the screen.
Yeah, so Mikey's pointing at it with his blue laser pointer right there.
Blue laser pointer? What the fuck? What?
Yeah, so he has a blue laser pointer to kind of isolate them, I guess, when he's out there with folks. So he points at these things as well. That's that blue sheen that you saw. That's his blue laser pointer. It just looks like a bar because it's, he's looking at it through binoculars too.
So I'm questioning myself right now, like Mikey, like what's such a big difference from yours to mine?
Oh, you big difference. You kidding me? It's like much more precise. Much more. There's colors. There is everything. You see the difference. It's much
that
better.
is.
It's like 1,000 times better. But it's the same. It's the same thing. I recognize the pattern. I recognize the shape.
So I don't even know what star. So here's the thing. The only lens that Mikey would have that at least I see. Where is Mikey anyway? It looks like he fell off.
It looks like he fell off. Yep.
Hold on, Mikey. Coming to the rescue. And for anybody else that wants to join, you can join. Mikey, go ahead. There it is.
That's Brenda.
There it is. And so that right there, what Mikey had, it's strange as hell. And I love that he got it live too. And it's not just a still picture, because a lot of people are calling it a, what is it? What are they calling it again? Sam? An aberration. What are they calling it again?
Stellar aberration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mikey, they're right. You have to stop, filming like fucking night bugs, and call them stars. Those are night bugs.
Yeah, exactly. So they're giving him all these names. They're saying that he's zooming. It's an after effect of the camera. It's this and that to the camera. That's what he's seeing shadows, all this stuff. But apparently he's not, and it's good that he got it live to see it, because what we're seeing, still Mikey's still not at like an extreme elevation. Mike, could you tell us exactly when you got that one?
Yeah, could you just show my screen there too?
Sure. Not a problem. It is.
What were you asking again? The elevation or what time?
Yes, around when. You don't have to give us exactly.
Look at that. It's a perfect picture. Look, Gio, check it out. Check the pictures, man. Look at that. It's fucking great. It's very precise. It's like extraordinary. But it took like 2,000 nights to get that picture. It's not easy. It's not But you see the light. You see the colors. It's fucking great. It's like it's the best.
And what's good about his 2,000 nights is that he developed a method in which to get it right. It's not like he just he gave me the information and I went out there and I just did it. No, it takes tweaking and this one and that one, and of course you develop a little bit of a science yourself to how to capture these things at their best with the type of environment that you have. So shouts out, yes. And so this is an exceptional picture, and with your P900, what you got, I think is still good. Like, I think that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, what's such a big difference?
Well, no,
I don't really care, bro.
Don't you see?
Yeah, there's a difference. And also, you got to think, Gio, you took yours years ago. You weren't looking to. You were just taking pictures of stars.
I was fucking I just wanted to film a star from an airplane. Like,
so can you imagine? Can you imagine? If you took some time, if you were at and around that elevation, if you took some time, right? And if you had time and you knew what you were looking for, if you just, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Things may possibly have turned out different. Now, the reason that this is a big deal is kind of like what Sam said, right?
The big thing about your pictures, Gio, the what's important about your pictures that you took, out of the plane, is that they confirm that Mike's pictures are genuine. It confirms, it gives credibility to his pictures, because so far Mike is the only one to have taken these pictures. But now here you are, showing
on the
pictures.
same day. On the same day, I see you, Sam. You tell me that shit, and we meet up. And so look at this.
We're trying to Antarctica, life at the bottom of the world. That.
So what is it? National Geographic.
National Geographic.
Oh yeah, the Vatican's picture there. That's what you want to say?
No. Volume 200 at the end. You see that?
Volume.
Yeah.
Volume 200.
Yeah.
Page 21.
Page 21. Okay.
Okay.
Right here. Hold on.
We can't see it. We can't
I know. Hold on.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
viewing conditions here are nearly as good as for the Hubble space
telescope.
All right. So okay, now we could see you're solo on the camera. Viewing conditions here are nearly as good as for the Hubble Space Telescope. We are almost 10,000 feet high and hundreds of miles from the ocean. There is virtually no water vapor in the air. The sky is transparent and the atmosphere is extremely stable. This is a perfect window to the universe.
They're in Antarctica.
Yep.
Oh.
So once again, viewing conditions here are nearly as good S for the Hubble Space Telescope.
Can you imagine? That means the Hubble Space Telescope is bullshit.
Exactly. It's a piece of trash.
It's a piece of trash in a fucking trash.
The best that they can give us from the Hubble Space Telescope is a bunch of pictures that they drew themselves.
That they brought from Antarctica.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
The Disney telescope.
So what do those space telescopes? So what have those space telescopes given us, right? Because they're making these claims that these telescopes are seeing this and seeing that. All they're getting is a group of stars.
Make me small now. You can make me small now.
Oh, my bad.
And then they destroy them. They destroy them. You know, like the space station. They build it and then they destroy it.
And then they bring it back down. Mikey,
they destroy it. They don't bring it.
Mikey,
it's crazy. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mikey. Show your stuff, man. Because
Mikey,
that's some really good stuff. That's some really good stuff from both guys. I mean, guys, now that we see that there's a method in which we can use to get these stars.
Yeah, bro, I don't think this is a competition, bro. We're just bringing forward like evidence, bro. That's
right.
it.
There's better ways of, like, if the drier the air, obviously, the better we could see it, right? But if you get this thing dead to rights, like, you get it. Like, look at that. This one is which one, Mikey? Is this Sirius again?
No, Capella.
That's Capella.
Nice.
And so you could see these like little donuts inside of them. They get
smaller. Like a frequency.
You see the white part in the middle? The white part in the middle is exactly what you took, Gio. The same thing that you took. You just don't have the tails like this, don't have frequency.
There's a
shape.
Tail, yeah, there's a tail right there. I had a tail, and you can see mine's like waving like a fish, because nothing else is waving. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Same pattern.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Palkis. Welcome, Palkis. Palkis, I showed your pictures at the beginning. I'll probably, for all you guys showing up late, it's cool. I'll go ahead and then I'll show that after these guys demonstrate first.
So, Vlad.
Yes.
Or anybody else on the panel, we can kind of confirm that the window wasn't making effects on what I was seeing.
Oh, no, not at all.
Because he's showing this almost the same thing.
No, not almost. It's like 1,000 times better than what you saw. It's not like almost, but
like
you can detect in your pictures. You can detect that shape.
Yes, you can see
that's
yours.
That's all.
Yes, you know what? And it looks like it's being projected from something. That's what we see. Now this looks the same as well. This looks the same as well. It looks like it's being projected from something. Like if Mikey on the picture on the where it says Star Sirius, and then you see the picture on the left, right? I don't know where it originates from. The bottom right part of the left side freaking picture, that green shade, Mikey. If you could remind us, did we say we saw a little dot, a little bright dot, or a faint dot on the left side? The picture on the left side. Your other left, Mikey, not the right. Your other left. And okay, sure. Use the right side. Yes. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then, Mikey, if you could zoom in, or
just hold on. I'll grab a better picture here. This one right here.
You know, if you put two toroids, the big part to the big part, then you definitely get a precision tool for lasers. And I know that for a fact. Like, yeah.
Remember, according to our books, those things were made for science.
Science sees days and years.
No, I mean, it's sound, though. Whatever frequency it's given out, it's going to a point here on the bottom as well.
Days and years is not the same thing. Days and years is not the stars. Days and years is the sun. And how do you call it? The days also is the moon.
The years
and the months is the moon.
The years would be the zodiac or the constellation, would it be?
Because of the luminaries you put in the skies, and the stars, they have different functions. So the moon is for the months, because in Hebrew it's written for the months. The years and the days, the years is the sun, and the days also is the moon, because you can calculate the days according to the phase of the moon. but not with the stars. The stars, you cannot calculate the days with the star. You cannot see the stars and know what day you are.
No, but
you
those
can
are
look
the
at the moon.
The
so much detail to
stars
this.
will give you the stars should give you the season based off of the zodiac that you're getting, correct?
Yes, actually yes, of course, the position, the thing, but also science of what? What kind of science can you see in the stars? Like what science?
So,
like
so
Signs of a creator, maybe.
Well,
Signs of a creator.
the signs of something to come. See, I wouldn't know because I don't understand astrology like that. Like I hear about it, and it sounds cool. But do I truly know about it? I truly don't. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, of course, when these stars align, like which stars? I don't know. But there are people that have or there are people that were known to have, or that we are told that were known to have an intimate knowledge of the heavenly bodies, that they can tell you certain things that were going to take place based off of what the heavens were giving them. I don't know how they wrote those. It's almost like reading tea leaves. I have no clue. No clue.
There's also something important, that it seems that we see also only one face of these stars. We don't see them rotating. We don't see the other side of the star. It's just like we see. So that means they are just like, showing you the same face.
Okay.
You understand? That means
Right.
it's possible that they are stuck onto something like Michael shows on his pictures, like the firmament is something
Right.
solid. So they're just like glued onto some hard surface.
So yes, so with Mikey being where he's at, getting this at such a, and I'm going to make the assumption, and I could be wrong, but with the elevation that he was at and the humidity that he was at, it was not where he's possibly going to be at. You know what I'm saying? Not even close, because this is around 40, or you said 40 or 50, or 40 or 30 percent humidity, Mikey, or what was it?
No, this I don't know. It would have been over 50%. That's for sure, probably.
Okay, see, look at that.
Yeah, but my question is, it's not an exact science. It's not just like in every surface. In every square centimeter, you have the same temperature, the same. I believe it can be like somehow like even in a 50% humidity environment, you can have like some holes or something, or some places that there's no humidity. I don't know. Maybe it's moving. Humidity moves. I don't know. Maybe it just got through somehow. I don't know.
I don't know. It is weird. It is weird indeed.
I think what's more weird is to see these fucking people spending trillions of dollars to lie to us, and to say that those things are like this is what's weird. This is even a greater mystery for me.
Exactly. I find it remarkable that Doge hasn't found anything about NASA BSing everybody.
Exactly, brother.
I'm like, for all the stuff that they found, they were like, Iraqi Sesame Street.
But
you didn't find anything that NASA's doing that's BS.
Yeah,
all the nonsense that they've been spewing.
Yeah, to be fair though, he just did the U.S. aid, and I think today he was doing the military, and tomorrow or something like that he's doing one
government
more. Like he's doing like the audits like so quick.
Who is it? What are you talking about?
Doge.
What is it, Doge? Who's Doge?
Doge, Elon Musk's company.
I really I don't know what to think of it. Like I'm not gonna buy.
Elon Musk
is
himself is fake. He never invented nothing. He never made money. It's just a fake. I think it's some kind of a clone of fucking droid or some shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out.
I just find it remarkable that his name appears in Werner von Braun's book, Project Mars.
Yeah.
His name appears in there as a government that is being used on Mars. The Elon, they call it. The Elon is basically a confederation of people that they use, like elders that they use from Earth to make up the government of Mars. And they use like historians, religious people, environmentalists, economists, and stuff like that, to make up this conglomerate of wise. They're like wise men. They're like the group of wise men
exactly.
That governs. That governs Mars.
Exactly.
Elon, they call them.
It's like priests. In the world where money is God, where people invest their time in making money, talking about money all the time. So people with a lot of money are the high priests. We let them speak. Oh, that guy has money. Let's hear what he has to say. What about that degenerate Bill Gates? Oh, he has money. So now he can talk about anything, about medicine, about this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He can't even get the viruses out of his own programs, and then he's going to try and get viruses out of people. Unreal.
You understand? So you have a lot of money, you're credible. You have credibility, so you can say all kinds of shit. This is sick society.
That's business, though, right? You implement like insecurity, so you have to buy security in order for your Windows to run properly. I didn't even realize, but Angela was posting my channel up on the YouTube chat, and I have the video on my channel of these stars. So I didn't even I totally forgot. I freaking uploaded it. Oh, I uploaded it like February 28, 2024. Yeah, I uploaded it last year.
Lisa Q asks at Geocentric, do you know the smallest device that can see details like this? I don't know exactly what details you're talking about.
I'm not sure what she was getting to. I'm not sure
is
what
it
she was getting
basically a
at.
big, powerful telescope? All right. I don't know if she's talking about your P900.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she was getting at.
We have dollars.
Well, so take a big, powerful telescope and make us some picture, Cutie Pie.
Cutie Pie.
Corroborate my
people just say things and they know things. Okay, no problem. That's your right. Just do it. Prove it.
I meant the multicolor stars. Yeah. So when you're higher up in an airplane, you're not gonna see any of these stars colored like that, because you're past the dense gases that are like way lower than you are.
It's that moisture that makes a difference.
You know what we have to show her? We have to show her this right here. Let me show her this right here. Let me see if you can share this image for me. Yeah.
American Off Grid is in the house. And for anybody that I might have missed this evening, I apologize. I'm glad to have you guys here viewing in the Foundry, keeping it down, holding it down in here. We're having a good time cutting up with these guys. These guys are just off and they're making it happen. These guys are making the future happen right now. No, I don't hate telescopes. It's just that they're not going to give us the fidelity of what it is these guys are giving us, Ratso. But I don't hate telescopes. I got two of them behind me that are absolutely useless. They're not doing what it is these guys are doing. And it makes sense, right? It makes sense that it's not, because their design, their function is for something totally different.
So I got something to say before he shows these colors. Why would the colors be reversed on some of the stars then?
Reversed.
Yeah.
I don't
then
think
the atmosphere is reversed then, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not getting it. Like, you're seeing from the bottom side going above. So you're seeing all kinds of mix of colors because these are layering up like density on top of each other.
Some of them are reversed.
Some of them are reversed.
I'm not getting it.
What do you mean reversed?
There's green on the bottom, purple on the top. Some stars have purple on the bottom, green on the top.
Oh, right. And so
the stars are twinkling, and you're seeing all kinds of colors from far away.
Yeah, but the colors reflect also the heat. Like red, yellow is like hotter than blue and green, I guess. I'm not.
So, and sure, it almost appears, and if you don't mind, Mikey, if we look at your stars live again, it almost appears as if those colors remain consistent, like they remain constant, like that one on the bottom remains green and the one at the top remains purple or something. But then again, it could be vibrating so fast that we don't even recognize any, the differences. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, Mikey. Are you gonna show it?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
He's asking for you, showing the video again, see if the colors
video
stay
again
consistent.
of that star.
The video that
showed like millions of times. I know you can't wait to show us every time we ask for it. I know.
Check it out. It's just like going fishing. When you just Mikey went in some place there in the sea and just caught a big fish. Now we have to go there and just like throw baits. Then you have to go there and go fishing.
That's it. The video of Sirius. Yes. Yep. Focus changes.
Very serious.
Yeah, Ratso's back. Ratso. So what's that, ABC? What is he retracted? I'm saying. Last time
Who's
I asked or I'm out. Show what is it that you're saying? Orion telescopes are owned by CNN. Okay. Is
Oh,
that
that's
what you
interesting.
wanted us to show? Flat Earth Warriors? What's good with you, Flat Earth Warriors? I hadn't seen you in a while. MC Escher has access to the best telescopes, and his star drawings are the same as P1000s. Okay. You are none. You are none. Okay. Jono Edwards was. Hey, Jono's in the house. What's good, bro? All right. Oh, not a problem, Lisa Q. Not a problem. Oh, not a
Yeah,
problem, sis. I appreciate you back. Thank you.
Vlad is the best. He could be a Flat Earth, spokesman. This is the I see him as a spokesman of Flat Earth, man.
I'm not stupid. It's stupid. So with David Weiss is out there doing what he do, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, y'all, and thank you, Sam. Yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah. These guys are bringing it, man. These guys are bringing it, and they're making it happen. And give me a second, guys. I'll start to show you stuff real quick. I just want to get to these guys. Jim Anus, Jono Edwards, P1000. And here's the thing: is these guys are showing stuff with the P1000 that I don't even like. Yes, I know who Uranon is. He's got some great stuff. These guys have the cameras. Mikey, I think you have the P1000, yes, or the P900.
Yeah, 1000. Yeah.
1000, and Geo, I think you have a 900, correct?
Correct. That's correct.
Okay, so these guys have those things that have these crazy zooms. I've never seen anything through either of these cameras. We're hearing great things about them. Sam's got a P900 or a P1000, right? Sam's got the camera.
I don't know how to use it. I'm going crazy.
Right.
Drives me nuts. All that cash.
Yeah, and so that's the thing, right? Is when you have these things, you have these devices. Sam is like being honest. He's like, I got a great camera. I don't know what the hell to do with it, right? These guys are putting it to work, right? Obviously, Geo's putting it to work, and he's getting some stuff. Mikey's putting it to work, and he's like, I don't get the stuff that I get as opposed to when I do it with a camera, phone, and a binoculars, which I'll be honest with y'all, man, whatever you guys are getting and you're displaying, it looks sick and it's phenomenal. And you guys are changing.
Yeah, can you share what I just? Sorry, I didn't mean.
Hold on, Mikey first. We got Mikey first because this is what we requested, and then we're going to get down to the brass tacks of it all. And yes, Flat Earth Warriors, I totally shall. And Mikey, if you would please.
Is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Look
you
at
can
that.
see the pink on top.
Yes, and you see
But
how
the green on the bottom side is
defined it
changing though.
And yes, and so that's a really good point. Is the green at the bottom? It's changing from with its intensity. It's like it's going from orange, yellow, green, purple,
Yeah,
blue.
that's correct.
Same thing as Lucky Charms. All the different colors of Lucky Charms. That's cereal, y'all. Just in
yeah,
case
but the cold colors are look like on the up, and the hot one down. No.
Yes, it looks as if. But if you were to slow it down, Mikey, go ahead and pause it, please.
Yeah.
So if you were to slow it down, the purple that you see that's like basically defined at the top, say you were to slow it down, it would still vibrate to a different color slightly. Maybe not much. The purple seems like it remains consistent. It's the stuff at the bottom that seems like it's changing mostly. You get it?
Yep.
Now, I don't know if this is a cause of the atmosphere or if it's
Well, I tell you something. I just realized something, that the white part, the bright part, in the middle, actually reflects its light onto the part that it's behind it.
Right.
You see, when it goes brighter, so the light is going brighter also on top of the second part. It's like some kind of I don't know. Say that in English, like a little bridge like this into a bigger bridge. But the light of the first bridge is like also going up and under. up and down. So when it goes, the light goes strong, it also lights up on the second bridge. You
So
see?
I got
like a cascading effect.
Yes, you see. So that means it's a bridge under another bridge under another bridge. It's like solid. It's physics. It's not just like frequencies. I don't believe it's a physical thing, and then light goes through these things. There's some kind of frequency that goes through that solid. Those rings there. There's like
I
few
hear
rings.
what you're saying. Okay. So it's not just okay.
It looks like it. Look, when it gets brighter, you see that the second bridge, the second ring, is getting the light from above.
Right. Oh, so I see what you're saying. So you're saying that the white light, right, is basically giving us the effects, the after effects of the stuff beneath it.
Yeah, the main bridge is spreading light above and under.
It's funneling it down to yes, because I see what you're saying.
Even though it changes, it looks like it changes light. But
weird.
It's brighter. Even if the color is not the same, it's brighter. So the color, or maybe comes from a different angle or something different. But the intensity of the light comes from the main bridge. That's what gives the light, I believe. The other thing is just like, I don't know. It looks solid. It's a solid object.
I tell you what, I can't
Great
wait
work,
for
though.
Mikey to get out there and film this thing up closer and drier.
I want to make a statement too. So if it's the colors of the atmosphere, why is there white?
I don't know, because it's too bright.
It's too bright,
powerful.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but if it's colors up in the atmosphere, it should be a color, shouldn't it?
Oh, it's white. That's a color, I guess, or without a color.
White is all the colors together. When you mix them, it becomes white.
Yeah, that's the most intense color because it's so intense we can't see anything outside of it. I don't know, Mikey. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're guessing. We're guessing. However, here's the thing: you are still limited by, but this is like phenomenal what you got. But you're still somewhat limited by by some kind of moisture.
Mikey, what the distance you believe there is between you and that star? How much distance? Approximately. What do you feel? Forget what you know, but what do you
Go
feel?
fast rocket hit the firmament at what, 72 miles or 73
miles? Yeah.
Okay, so if it's 70 miles, so what are the dimensions of that star? Do you think, if we could touch it, like what are the dimensions of that star?
I don't know. The only thing I don't know. I've couple
like
feet,
10, like 20 yards, 50 yards, 1,000 yards.
No. City lights are only what, a couple feet? The street lamps.
Yes.
I could zoom in on those and it would be the same. I guarantee it. So a couple feet.
Yeah, but a couple of feet at 70 miles.
Yeah, the firmament's not far away. People still think, oh, the stars. Okay,
Yeah,
you go straight up to 75 miles. Okay, and then you go downrange. So whatever the extra distance is downrange, it could be 1,000 miles. I don't know. I've never been there, so I don't have a clue.
So you're saying if you took a picture of a LED light, like a 2-foot LED light at 75 miles, it will be the same dimension, you believe?
I can test that if you want.
Well, you know what is, I know, and not that I know, but we've seen down here where the guys do the laser experiments that they get the lights from super far away, right? And that's just here. And the atmosphere is all kinds of crazy down here. You understand? So these guys could get lights at all kinds of crazy, like over 30 miles. These guys are getting light, right? And these lights, we don't even know if they're as intense as the stars up above. So how big those things can be, who knows? They could be small and just have some super intense power behind it to where we could see them at a great distance. And they could still be like, say, the size of a basketball.
I wanted to
ABC is going to go clean the guinea pigs real quick. All right, sis. We're here. We're here.
I want to show you something.
Yeah.
That's interesting, because we know I'm sorry to come back to that all the time, but I believe you can enjoy that. But the thing is that in Hebrew we know that the shape of the letters are very important, because sometimes they describe the thing. If you want to, I want to share the screen here. Wait a second. Let me come back to, yes, here we go. Here we go. Share screen. Here we are. If we can share that screen, can you share the screen?
Yes, I do. And you are in control. Go ahead.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you. Wait a second. Oh, yes, this is it. Here we go. Oh, how come I don't, oh, wait a second. This is a program that takes, it's a little heavy. It's a little heavy. Oh, shit.
So, Ratso, how is this? Thanks. I'm asking
Wait
you
a second.
here. They use the word frequency. So when we're saying frequency, we're basically, at least from my perspective, anytime I say it, I'm talking about like how the light is coming in and going out and changing consistently. So it looks like it's vibrating. Like, I don't know. My English ain't the best, brother. I'm not an English teacher or an English doctor. If you've got a better word for it, Ratso, hold on. I'll make your life easy, brother. Here we go, right here. Ratso, you come in here, and there it is, right there, bro. You come in here and you learn us,
Vlad,
and you tell us why we got it all wrong, please.
Can I ask for a favor, Vlad?
Go ahead, bro.
Can you show my share screen for a second, because I got to drop, bro.
Okay, all right. Let's
Just
get
for a
him
second,
real
real
quick, Sam. Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
So
yeah, check it out. Check it out. This is fucking great. No, the first one. The first one you showed it.
Yeah. I'm just showing all of them, man.
This is Mike's screen. Well, let me take that. Capture the.
Oh, let me move this.
Oh, wait a second. Don't move nothing. Wait a second. Let me just record it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I am recording. Go ahead. This is Mike's. Mike's stars. This is a little less, but the first one is like it's clear.
This is the fucking fish, man, and I don't know what the fuck this is. I think this
Go
was
ahead.
The diamond one.
Here,
and
again.
This
you
was
get
another one.
Yeah, I don't know what those
spike
are.
There.
They look different, yes, but I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I can't tell. They don't look as defined as the thing that you showed before, but I don't know what they are. Like, I couldn't. They don't look. Those don't look defined.
No, it's a little bit, because right now I'm in it. You see the Peanut Hunter that has the normal zoom, and then it has the digital zoom.
Why is it going sideways?
I have no fucking clue, man.
Stars go up and down.
I have no. It's going up and down because the airplane is vibrating.
No, my all stars go up and down. Not these ones are going from side to side.
Well, also his is going up and down because he's trying to hold on. He's trying to. It seems like you're trying to hold your camera still and the zoom
going up and down. I'm talking the stars should be going left and right. Frequency.
Well, it's hard to see.
This is going left to right.
Right.
No, I know, but it should be going up and down. Is what I'm saying. The star, there's no movement to it.
But we have so this is going left to right, as it seems, right? And then we have the other one that has this straight. Oh, I can't change it right now. Are you kidding me? Oh, here we go. Then we have the other one that looks like it's a straight tail that's from that like it's going upwards.
Right.
The one that I said about the angel one, right?
Yes.
Which is kind of fucking so weird. Why I could get like all the stars looking like it's kind of going left to right, and then we have one that's going upwards. Like, what the fuck is that even? See, you can see in the plane there.
So Lisa Q asked a good question that maybe a lot of people ain't too privy to.
The diamond one, look at that.
Yeah, that's funky.
Shit.
Okay, so Lisa Q asked this: do you ever look at the same star through different devices? Mikey, remember when they asked you that specifically? Through different devices. Do you see the same thing? Or what are the differences of the same star? If not, that would be interesting, I think. That's a good question. That's a solid question. So go ahead, Mikey. Or go ahead, Mikey. Take it away.
Yes, I've used multiple devices, multiple binoculars. They're all the same. Not all the stars are the same. There are different stars. So even if I am recording supposedly through the colored gases of the atmosphere, why are other stars look like hockey pucks and there's no color to them? Interesting concept, eh? Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Nobody,
Yeah, but-
Mikey, ain't
But I
nobody
have a
said that
question
you
though.
didn't
I have
know
a
what you
question on
was-
that though. But we do have gases in our atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Cow farts, my gas coming up my ass. I know that.
Yeah, but they have colors.
But the thing is, the colors are changing. Some of them don't have colors. So what's your explanation for the stars that don't have colors?
I have no idea, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
What is your explanation for these stars that are white?
It's out of focus. Bad camera. I don't know.
Well, out of focus. All right. Yes, for sure. I could see that being out of focus. Right. And it's hard because you're not in a stable position.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly. Of course, what you did with the
and
conditions you were in, it's like unbelievable.
You're doing the best you can, and nobody's faulting you. And you got this shit like 6 years ago.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of wish for you to go do it and try it out and see if you can get it done like that.
Of course,
Well, it's a little harder because you're on an airplane moving, and you barely have the proper angle.
You're
you know what I'm
not,
saying?
Yeah, you're not in a room where you can do whatever the fuck you want to. You're sitting on an airplane. It's shaking. Everybody's sleeping around you.
Yeah.
And
So
you're trying to be as quiet as possible.
Right. So no fault. Listen, you get what you get. This is a lot better than what I got, which is absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not complaining. I'm not saying that your stuff is funky. I'm just saying based off of your situation and what you got. Like if this was a helicopter and it could be at that same elevation and there was just you on there, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah,
You know
or try to even find somebody that has something like me, taken from an airplane at 30,000 feet height. See if you have something like. I've been asking this question for years and years and years, being in lives for like with 1,000 people on TikTok and shit like that. Today, nobody has done this.
Yeah, here's Harmon doing what Harmon does best. Hello, Harmon. Long time no speak. Hey, Vlad. So there are gases in the air and they make colors. Wow, you guys sure assume a lot. I guess as long as it fits your story is how Harmon would say it. And y'all know that's exactly how Harmon would say it. But Harmon, okay, I hear you.
Wait, hold on.
Based off of the assumption that there are gases, because we are assuming, Harmon, okay, because Harmon does question everything. So I'll give you that, Harmon. It does fit the story, Harmon. All right, it does make us sleep better at night, and it does fit the story.
I do.
Where Mikey is elevation wise.
Yeah.
Compared to Gio. Go ahead, Gio. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. No, my bad, man. I do want to ask Mikey this. I showed a clear video with an unfocused star, and me focusing it.
Yeah, I know, but still, I've had a P900 before, and I have a P1000. I don't use them anymore to record the stars. No chance in hell I'll do that ever again.
Yeah, but what's such a big difference with yours and mine? I'm not getting where you're getting to with this. Like,
Gio, don't you see the difference? Well, are you blind? You can see it's a much better quality. It's much. His pictures have a great details that you don't have.
This is just a repeat of every P900 video on TikTok or YouTube. It's just a repeat. I don't know what I'm looking at. I have no clue.
Yeah. So
but you don't know what you're looking at on your video. I'm not sure where you're getting to. I'm very confused right now.
So on his binoculars, his set of binoculars.
I'm not understanding your point.
So let me give you the quick. Mikey, you could tell them the type of binoculars that you got and why they're significant.
No,
because I don't want to misquote you.
No, I think I'm finished. It's okay. Yeah, I'm good.
So I'll tell him in my broken rendition of how his binoculars work. So his binoculars are not your traditional like run-of-the-mill binoculars that you use to see from place to place. They're like some 10-pound binoculars, and he uses so he uses like a tripod and everything. He's stationary and all that. So these are very powerful binoculars, and he uses one ocular to view the stars through. And now since that ocular doesn't take up as much freaking area as a telescope doesn't isn't like this, and it's it's focused. It's more focused. Like it's kind of like me looking through a straw or a coffee stirrer at something, as opposed to looking at the same something through a paper towel roll, right? It's more focused. That binocular or monocular is more focused, and it gives the star that he's looking at, it gives it more attention, and he's not out there looking at a million other things. And that's it right there. That's it. And so with it zooming in, and also him using the camera and zooming with whatever the zoom function is with the camera, he can get these. And this is like an $800 pair of things. And why that's important is because Palkis went ahead and shows what he did with his binoculars. Now, I don't know what kind of binoculars Palkis got.
Can you share his channel? So I can see
Palkis?
the videos? Yeah, please.
Palkis or Mikey Smith? I don't have
Palkis.
I don't know if Palkis, if you're in the house, please Roger up. I don't know if Palkis has a channel.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But I can present Palkis's whatchamacallit. I could present his thing because he sent it to me.
All right, that's cool. I gotta drop, bro, and I'll look at it. I'll stay.
Hey,
I'll
you
stay
know what?
looking at
Matter
it
of fact,
after it.
hit me up on Telegram and I will send it to you. And then that way you could take a look at it.
All right,
How's
brother.
that sound?
No
All
problem,
right?
man.
Hit me up. I will send it right to you. Gio, brother, it's good to have you, man.
Good to have you
great
again,
to
bro.
have you, bro.
Gio's great.
Yeah, man. So,
we have to keep on diving on that Monte Urbano map, man.
Yes. Yes, totally. Like, I love that map. So, Gio's falling out, y'all.
Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Take
Gio's
care.
falling out.
Bye-bye.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
What is that?
So that was, if anybody's ever played Metal Gear Solid and you die at the end of the round, that's that's what happens. Like, somebody comes on and says, Snake, are you alive? Snake. So the guys that have played Metal Gear Solid knows where that's from. So they're over there laughing.
Check it out. Share that. You're gonna see it's very interesting. The picture I just have on the share screen there.
Okay, there it is, right there.
This is how you write the name star in Hebrew. It's kohav. You understand? But look at the shape of the letters. Don't you recognize these shapes? Into that the Mike stars. Those rings, another ring, another ring, another ring, another ring. You see? That's a ring, another ring. You see, this is okay. That's thin. It's not something like sort of proof of anything. But check it out. This is the word in Hebrew for star. This is star, and look at the shape of the letters. You can detect in the shape of the letters the shape of the stars that you see. Check it out. If I have that other thing here. I can share it with you. Let me stop that screen. I share the the other video, the other thing I have. Wait a second. Here we go. Check it out. Here, can you share this?
Yes.
You understand? You see this ring? One ring, another ring.
Ring. Okay. Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. Yes.
You understand? That's interesting. That's interesting.
Definitely weird. Yes, absolutely. Oh boy, it takes us down a rabbit hole indeed. Does.
Centimeter after centimeter, we can understand things. You're gonna see, we're gonna understand everything.
Right.
But it's but Mikey, just stick to the binoculars, man. Don't fuck around with the P1000. But again, you should take your P1000. You should take pictures.
No, I will be
in order to compare and show them that it's shit. Just prove them it is shit.
Or
this is shit and this is good.
Or here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You can show what you get with the binocular. That's one. But you can also see if you can get something better with the P1000. And if not, you'd be like, hey, I'm at this elevation and it's fair. You know what I'm saying? It's a fair assessment. You're like, the P1000 doesn't compared to this set of binoculars. And it's the binoculars themselves are expensive.
Yeah.
But real talk, a lot of people ain't really using binoculars like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Of course,
Everybody's, and me too. I'm stuck on the P900, P1000. I guess now even something that Greg just mentioned, live music mentioned, the P1100. This is a new camera.
I don't trust it.
Right. And so my thing is like, I don't know, man. I've never even used the P1000 or P900. So I don't know. And even Sam over here is like, hey, I bought one. I spent all this money. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm going to see, you know, one night I'm gonna learn on YouTube how to use it, and then just go out and shoot pictures.
Right.
But I think the idea that, of Mikey is smart. We have to stay as simple as possible. You know, binocular is like natural shit. It's like there's no fucking electronic, no fucking like fucking virus, no shit they can put inside. So it's like it's clean. You know, it's we have to keep it that way. You know, I believe we have to invest in. I'm thinking about investing. You know, don't have too much cash because I didn't work too much this few last months. But I'm thinking about like maybe acquiring like a better binoculars for Mike, like based about to like $2,000, something around like 2,000. But it's like 120 is like 20% more clarity, and it's another like I think 40 or 50% more how do you call that focus?
Magnification, yeah.
Magnification.
So what's the
That'll be
zoom
good.
on your binoculars, Mikey? Because Sea Lightning saying Amazon shows the Celestron 20 by 80 binoculars for 220 American dollars.
Yeah.
So what is the zoom on your binoculars? The big ones that you just showed us right there.
Yeah, they are 25. That's the magnification.
Right.
And it's 25 by 100 millimeter lenses.
Oh.
So that's the P1000 is only a 77 millimeter lens.
Wow. Shit, man. That shit sounds like a lot. I'm not even an ocular guy, so it sounds like a lot to me. And you showing them big ass things like there, I'm like, man, that looked like a lot, sounds like a lot. And I'll be honest with you. Do I know? I don't. I have no idea, bro. I don't know. And so I'm not smart on this. I'm not smart on that topic. But based off of what it is you're showing us, comparing to something else, I mean, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Now, Mikey, you know what I'm going to ask for, right?
Check it out, man. This is what it needs. Share it. Check it out. You're gonna understand.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Those are the 150s.
That's the 150. Yeah. That's what you need. That's what you will need. Imagine.
No, I don't need those.
No, those wouldn't work. So tell us why you don't think those would work as well, if not better, for what it is you're trying to do.
You can see through the store.
They would work, but I don't need anything that big. That's
you can see the atom.
Yeah, I'm gonna wave to the creator, and he'll wave back when I look through those.
You'd be like, "I see you looking up here. What's up? What you got going on down there, boy?" He's like, "Hey, Mikey, don't forget to pay your car note, man."
My what? Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't forget to pay your car note, bruh." So Harmon's in here causing trouble. Harmon, what is it, man?
Harmon's not causing trouble. Harmon's a good man.
Harmon's like, first or second, the gases that man put into the tubes and makes colors. Just find out the helio. Yeah, now Harmon, I hear you, bro. Harmon, I hear you. Harmon's in there causing trouble, bro. Harmon, are you causing trouble in there? Yes. My wife and a friend putting rocks around the kitchen to ward off naughty spirits. I guess I'll have to stay in my office. Yeah. Hey, Professor Phil, I don't play with that stuff. Like when I say I don't play with it, I don't discount it. I don't disprove it and say it's silly. You understand? There are things in this world that are strange. This is a strange world to us because we were taught a physical, very physical world. We weren't taught the world that's adjacent to the world that we live in, or the world that we actually live in. I don't know how else to say it. They didn't tell us about that. They said that this other world that's around us, it doesn't exist when we're starting to see otherwise. I got you, Harmon. I got you, boss. is a creator inside the firmament. Inside the firmament, I don't know about inside the firmament. Above the firmament, well, the scriptures say he is above the firmament. He appears above the firmament. Who was it? Moses and Aaron? Was it Moses and Aaron that was sitting there eating?
It is written that he sits on the firmament, so he's outside.
So he's outside the firmament. So I don't know about inside the firmament.
He's everywhere somehow, but he's not. He has rules,
Yep.
Not easy to discuss this.
So, family, unless you guys have something else to present, I would say that we got quite a bit done. So, Mikey, is there anything about your trip coming up? Because I have Mikey's PayPal right down there, family. I have Mikey's PayPal right down there. That's it, horizontally opposed, Mikey Smith, right? Go find him on PayPal. And let's get Mikey to Vegas to do the yeoman's work, right? To do the stuff that we're not doing. It's a big deal. We are in the middle of the future and we're making shit happen. Well, actually, Mikey is. And so we want to make sure that Mikey gets out there and Mikey does a bang up job.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
There we go. I love it. I love it. Sam?
What is that? Last words, time.
Yeah.
Well, just again, I believe we have to put as much light as we can on that guy there, on that Mikey.
Yeah.
Because for a few reasons. First of all, because the work he's doing, is important. It might be important. I don't know at that point. Maybe it's all shit, but I don't think so. I think it might be very important. And that we have to invest into helping him to, get more and go deeper into this. Yeah. And also as a security matter, because if what he discovered is true, that might be, a problem for lots of, people that, so maybe we have to, make sure that he has a lot of light on him, just talk a lot about him and everything. And just make sure that he feels also that he's not alone and that he can succeed. Absolutely. And also don't get too mad. You have to be patient, Mikey, with people. It's not easy. It's not easy because it's like, I know where it's your baby. It's like, it's hard for you to take criticism and everything. And I understand that. Believe me, I'm also the same. But see it like in a smart way. Just it's good for you. Everything is good. The more they talk about you, the more it's good. There is no such thing as bad publicity.
Mm-hmm.
The more they talk about you, the more it's good. Let them talk about you. Let them make fun of you. This is okay. Just as long as they talk about you. Just keep on talking about me, baby. Just, hurt me.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And I want to kind of add on to that. Mikey, just be patient with us. You understand? We know we're not trying to use you, but in that sense, but you are the man with the plan, right? You got the stuff. And it's all right, man. Sometimes that's just how it is. And so we want to get your information out there. Like, to me, this is so important. To me, this is one of those things that come once in a lifetime. So I'm trying to drink in every aspect of it. But at the same time, if there's any way that I can help, or if there's any way I can amplify this message to get more than just me, but us to help get you where you need to be to make these things happen, I think it's so paramount that it does, because then what it does is it gets this message across to people a million times smarter than us that may not have ever seen something like this, but it could then bridge a gap for them. You don't know who you're reaching. We don't know. We know we have an idea as to who our audience is now. Oh, be careful, Mikey. But we have an idea as to who our audience is here, right? We have a rough idea. But then there are people out there that have no idea what it is you're doing. They have no idea what it is we're looking at. And then if they were to see what it is that you're getting, it would make whatever they've seen before make sense. And then they can come, they can meet us, they can talk about what it is they've seen or what it is they've experienced. So this is a time in our lives, people, that we may never get another time like this. Who knows? So with the time that we have, with the people that we have here, I highly recommend we take advantage, right? and then get your coins out, throw them at Mike, man. Be like, Mike, here's for some gas, here's for a hot dog, dude, and get this shit done. And don't fudge it up like those guys on the final extravaganza out in freaking Antarctica, right? Go out there, do good work. You know,
the notion of time you bringing up is very important, because think about it, Mikey. Just think about it. How come you took those pictures like a few year or 2 years ago, and you could never do anything about it until now? So maybe there is somehow the hand of God, behind this. Maybe the time is now. Right when that TFE shit is coming up and everything, suddenly you come up. That's like fucking, it's fishy to me. It's like some suspicious. There's something at work here. So maybe just think about it. These things, those things that you discovered, it's not just for you, for me, for flat earth. It's very important. This is like this is important for mankind. This is no joke. And you know what you found out? You just found one thing, like one or two pictures, like one or two things that are interesting. But imagine, it's like in a restaurant. You cannot just come to a table and just like throw the ingredient, like the raw ingredient on the table. Now you have to, cook it. You have to make it like, in a nice plate and a nice, thing in order to serve it to people. You have to serve it in order for them to like say, oh, I want this,
Yes.
You understand? You have to prepare things now. You have to go out there, make it better. Like, compare P1000 and the binoculars, tell them, look, here we are, this position, we are.
Yes, and I made that for you. I actually made a spreadsheet for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it your way. And if there are a couple of things that you'd like to add to it, absolutely. So yes, exactly.
You have to set up that plate there, for people to eat it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, man. Be happy, dude, because this times like this, they're not often. They're not often. We're in a time where we're figuring things out. We're trying to. Like I've always seen Indiana Jones. He's been a big inspiration to me, even though he's a man of fiction. Like I've always thought to myself, there's got to be something out there that we're trying to figure out, that we're trying to discover. There's gotta be, and I want to be part of it. You know what I'm saying? So guys, this is our time for adventure, and this is our time for discovery. We may never get time like this ever again. So let's drink it up and let's be part of the future, and let's make this shit happen. You understand? Let's make this shit happen, man. I sincerely believe that we have the people, we have the technology, we have the tools to make what was once impossible now possible. Truly. But that's all I got, man. I'm gonna stop bumping my gums, man. It's like 11 o'clock at night. So family,
it's like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So family, it's been real. It's been amazing tonight. We're almost 3.5 hours deep. And man, I'm gonna give you guys my blessing. I wish you guys, family, nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity. Most of all, wisdom, 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 wisdom. Right? And family, that's it for tonight. I will catch you guys. We shall catch you guys on Tuesday. You guys on the panel, amazing job. Awesome guys. You guys in the foundry, you rock. And I'm taking out my flat soil tonight, and you rock. Right? You guys kill it, man. You guys are amazing. And Flat Earth Warriors, I am going to look at MC Escher tonight. I'm going to take a look at that, and I'll have something for you guys based off of what he's been doing here on Tuesday. And with that, love you. I'm out. We're out. Peace, y'all. Peace.
Over and out.
Peace.
Take care. Bye.